Here I am back again with Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising. This time we will have a first guest with Nitronoir talking about Vaseraga tier list and weakness and matchup tier list. He gave me the list that he created, of course, and with that is the list we will talk about specifically. It seems it's pretty okay-ish, kind of what I expected. But we will see. We will see. Give me just a moment. All right. Let's see. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be hating on my dog right now. All right, let's go. So, I am in Discord. Let's see, where's my Discord? Will we go at the talk channel? General squad number 1. Strangely enough, I didn't hear anything. Means I need to look up my video chat. Speakers, microphone. Should be fine. Should also be fine. All right, all right. They should be all nice, fine, and dandy. So let me check which one we need to go. Because I've made some changes, and these changes are not really obvious. All right. We'll make it easy. Da-da-da. We'll do this. Should be able to see it now and should be able to talk then right now. Yes. Yeah. No. 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 Yes. 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 All right. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yep. No, 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 no. No. Yes. Oh. I actually reworked my entire Discord, so this might take a little bit of a time. All right. Yeah. I need to rework this entire thing tomorrow and edit some roles. I added the character chats and stuff. So this should be now available for him. Yes. All right, cool. All right. It should give him also permission. He is inside. He is just muted.
Hello.
Oh, all right. I can hear you. We can hear you. Amazing. Let me just check on my stream how you how your sound is for the stream. We want to make it enough listenable.
Wait, what did you say?
I just need to check what your sound on what the Discord sound is. Is it loud enough for the viewers to listen to you?
All right, all right. I'll talk then. Hello. My name is Nitro. I am a Vaseraga player.
Yes,
I'm a masters. Is that good enough?
that is enough. I actually looked it up. The sound is amazing, so we can actually talk and listen and stuff. So let
All
me
right,
pull up your character matchup list.
all right then. I have quite a lot to say about it.
All right, go ahead. The stage is yours.
All right. So yeah, this is for 2.0, so the Sandal phone patch.
I see that.
I just want to put it out there because like if like in 2 months Vaz gets nerfed, this is gonna change. But yeah, this is like my personal matchup tier list for Vaseraga. In season two, beginning of season two, um,
It's
as you can see,
basically for the moment, just just saying that for the right now. It's just for the moment, and it can change because of nerfs, changes, or ridiculous tech that might be found by some characters.
yup, or just me changing my mindset about a certain
Yeah,
matchup that can happen as well.
yeah, yeah.
It's nowhere near a definitive tier list, but that's personally where I'd put like every character on a tier for
I have
Vaseraga.
a little bit of a gripe, little bit, only a little bit gripe, and that would basically be Metera right now in slight winning. I don't believe it. None of the debate.
I'll explain my case. I'll explain my
This
case.
is the point. We will talk about it. We want to talk about it.
I'll explain when we get there.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So I'm just gonna start with the winning tier with the only character in winning tier. I don't think Voss has any other like hard winning matchups, considering just how gimmicky he is. If you know the Voss Raga matchup, your character can like pull through because he has glaring weaknesses, of course, due to
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
nature of his archetypes. The only character that doesn't fall in that category is Abel, Avatar Belial. This character does more damage to you. He does more damage to himself than he does to you.
That's true.
Vasraga has the highest health pool in the game, and Avatar Belial has the lowest health pool in the game,
Yeah, yeah,
and this character damages himself. So basically, what ends up happening most of the match is you can get your ass kicked as Vasaraga. You can be put in the corner, and you can lose the entire round and then just win off of one interaction. It's pretty funny. You get your shit rocked for the whole match,
yeah.
but
True.
then you broke their offense sequence. I guess you die now because you have like 20 HP remaining. It's over, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. True, true.
there is no other matchup in this game for Vasaraga where if he's getting his ass handed to him,
Mm,
he can make like as much of a comeback. There simply isn't. And as I stated before, since Voss has the highest health pool in the game, he can take much more punishment than any other character would against the Avatar Belial. Um, his ultimate command grab is also something he has to like worry about
yeah.
because it can interrupt most of his stuff. He has to like preemptively jump it,
Mm,
which in most cases, in most matchup, oh, it's a fine. You get M command grabbed, you get put full screen. That's fine. The Voss gets out of the corner. It's not a big deal. Except for this character, since he's already spending his health to like pressure you and combering you. If he gets hit by that, he's going to feel it. And then you're out of the corner as Vasaraga. You can basically do your whole stuff.
yeah, yeah. True, true.
And even at round start, if Voss wins round start, there is very little Abel can do against him. You can get your offense going. If you bait a DP, it's like literally over. Even in like the first 10 seconds of the match, you're gonna just put him in the corner. You're gonna do like 8k of his health, which is
Minimum,
more than
minimum,
half.
minimum. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
The only
and then
thing,
he's in the corner.
Yeah, and this is where I want to cut a little bit in, because the only time when you have two options when it comes down to his as SBA and SSBA, right? Because both of them are commands grabs, ables, right?
Yep.
The funniest shit is if you read it correctly and you have 50 meters, you can use your ultimate command grab because it has complete invincibility even against grabs.
Exactly.
And then you get like the funniest interaction between like you and Abel, right?
Yeah.
And this is the
Yeah.
if you read it right, if your opponent runs up at you and you're like, ah, okay, I do my ultimate command grab because I'm scared, and he does SSBA, you're like, okay, thank you very much, you wasted 100 of your fucking meter, while I
And
just
they're
spent
probably
50,
dead.
and they're probably dead. Well, it's the funniest shit
Yeah.
ever. It's the funniest shit
Yeah.
ever. This is the same with Beelzebub. It's the funniest shit
Yeah.
when it happens. When they run up or they teleport in its any way, shape, fucking form, and then you're like, yeah, ultimate command grab. They do SSBA, and you're like, thank God you pressed the two or three buttons that I wished for you to press.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
funniest shit.
Especially because it's like very telegraphed. Like you see Abel running up to you, with 100% and at 20% health. What is he gonna do? He's going to SSBA, and there's
Most of
nothing
the
you can
time,
do
yeah.
about it except ultimate command grab. And at that point, yeah, it's basically over.
It's funny when it happens. I love this shit. I live for this shit, and I love for this shit. This
That's
is
why you play Vaseraga.
yeah, true. Full complete invincibility for a character that doesn't need it, but hey, we have it. Yeah, I'll fucking abuse that shit. No shit.
Yep.
Not
Yep. Yep.
joking.
Yep.
This is the funniest time when you. This is basically the funniest time that you have when it comes down to stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said before, I think this is the only character that Vas like hard wins against, just
I
due to the sheer amount of health, the difference.
I kind of disagree, but we will get to it. I kind of disagree, but we'll get to it. I think there's another
All right.
matchup that Vasaraga can easily win without any problems, and I haven't any other experience because of that.
All right. All right. So I'm moving past Avatar Belial,
Yeah, please.
and I'm moving down to Charlotta. So
Yeah,
Charlotta, one of my favorite characters in the game. I really love this character. She
little
can't
potato.
really do anything. Yeah, she has like the biggest reach disadvantage here. She has the Blanca ball, except it doesn't do anything against armor. Uh, so
Yeah,
basically, if you have armor, her biggest like get in tool is shut down, because you can sort of just react to it with 5U and just blow her up for trying
true,
to get in.
true. As a counter measurement. Yeah,
Vas also has the M command grab, so the entire command grab. So if she tries to do the flip without like confirming into it, she's just going to get like flung across the screen. And then she has to get in again, because Charlotte is one of those characters that can't really get in easily against the Vasaraga, considering just how much the reach different is. If
yeah.
you just put yourself in stance, what is she gonna do? She's gonna run up, she's gonna shield. I guess that's what she can do, but then you can just grab her.
It's basically what every character can do. This is the kind of a given, right? You sit in stance, they
Yep.
block it, and the only thing they can do is guess what you next do, because Vasaraga has withstands basically through guessing moves that you can do. You can swipe
Yep.
upwards, you can swipe downwards, and you can basically just go up at them and grab.
There's a legit like world when you spam stance and she just cannot get in.
Yeah,
There is a world where you just chip at her health, you just put her full screen move, and she tries to jump over, you do 2-2 XL, bam, unblockable in the air, you go back to
true.
the edge of the screen, you put armor again, she tries to get in, you do the low move, she gets knocked down, you put armor again, there is a legit world when that happens.
The only move
And
that
that
actually this is yeah true. The only moves that actually works against Vasaraga is the one where she is swiping her sword in
yeah,
front of us. The only move that can
yeah.
take care of it.
But except the range is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, and even then, even if she does this, you can sort of like react with 2-2XU, so the infinite armored one, and
Yeah.
then just blow her up for trying that.
Never do that again, bitch.
Yeah.
True.
Also, the
This
flip, the flip confirms she can do after like doing a combo can just get shut down by you command grab because she comes back to the ground immediately. If she whiffs a move in her like demon flip, she goes back to the ground and you just get her. You know.
yeah. Another move that I actually remembered is the Dragon Punch because it is so hard to get the timing right when you need to use your 2 to U, right? Because
You have to hold it.
you
You
have
have to
to,
hold
of
it
course.
as much as you can.
This is the one thing that I struggle the most with, whether I actually want to just survive it, because she has like so many hitboxes on the shit.
The thing is, now with DPs, Voss can actually like hard punish them with CH.
Oh yeah,
And at that point, he gets 8. If he has the resources, he gets 8k mid screen and 10k in the corner easily.
depending. Yeah,
Uh,
true. So damn it.
Especially for characters like Charlotta, who like strived with her DP that is basically uncontestable for Vaseraga. It was basically you basically couldn't punish it before. Now you can. You can CH her now.
Hmm.
She just explodes.
You need to try this out more often and learn the hitbox command hitbox confirms on the Dragon Punch. But yeah, this is definitely dooming of a matchup right now.
Now blocking in your pressure actually like has merit as Vasaraga because before you could block and then what would you get? With the push block she had before,
Oh
you
yeah.
could basically only do like 2M or something. You
Mm,
really couldn't get a good conversion. Now you absolutely can,
yeah.
which is huge.
That's a huge difference right now. I feel it every time someone does a Dragon Punch and they come down and I'm like, oh, thank you for the free 10k damage.
Yep, exactly. And now people actually have to respect this character's pressure.
True.
Which is why I think this patch overall was very good for Vasaraga. He didn't get any like actual changes, but the system changes actually like helped him a
They will
lot.
lift him up more than people think. This is why I'm not getting. This is a kind of for those who don't know. On Friday we talked about the Japanese tier list of all characters, where Vasaraga was bottom one, and I
I
guess
so
it's.
I can't believe
And
it.
I'm like, how? How
Brother,
is that the point? What's the point of Vasaraga? I mean, he
brother,
benefits from the system changes. Yeah, I
everybody
don't see it
benefits,
happen.
yeah.
I don't see him being bottom one. Definitely not bottom one. Wayne will be bottom one, still is bottom one, in my honest opinion. There's more
Yeah,
going on. And also, most likely, they don't have many Vasaraga players. That's the other
yeah,
thing. Vasaraga is fairly often seen in the Western countries, especially Europe, especially America. So I think there's only one Japanese player notable, and there's a bunch of American players that everyone knows, like Fuselit and JF and stuff.
yeah.
Huge difference. And they will tell you, like both counties and stuff. They will also tell you, this can't be real.
They
Ah,
definitely, yeah, yeah. This was something. That show this was something.
that list was something. I was in shock. So let's go on.
Yeah. Let's go on. Nier, this character does not function correctly.
This character doesn't function at all.
Nier is a cripple now.
Yeah.
She's in a wheelchair now.
Yeah. Put armor up and you're pretty safe. This is my answer to Nier.
She can't raging chain if she doesn't have death. That character straight up just doesn't function in this patch.
This is
Um, they basically just shot her. They pulled out a shotgun and just
no,
crippled her with
nah.
bullets.
What
And
they have done is not shutting. This is basically gutting a fish. Like take
yeah,
everything out with what she had, and said, you know what? You can keep your bones, and that's
yeah.
all she got.
They left her to die, bro. They
The
they
rest is
just
gone.
left her.
Gone. Everything gone. Attack patterns gone. Chip damage
Yep,
gone. Death gone. Nothing works on this character, which
literally.
is she can't even BC properly. This is the worst
Okay,
part.
I was wrong on that. I thought she couldn't BC. Apparently she can, but she can't raging chain if she doesn't have death. So basically she has no conversions if she doesn't have death. She can't do anything basically.
Okay, that would be completely. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. It's been a
Also,
time.
this character has 15k health, which is less than most of the cast. So
Yeah,
similar to Avatar Belial, if you get a good counter hit with Voss, she is going to explode too.
very easy. Easy to pick up. Yeah.
She still has pretty decent mix. Voss still suffers from like not having the best frame data in the world, so her like setups are still pretty effective.
Yeah, see
But
that.
basically has to play perfectly to shut down Voss. If Voss gets the momentum, he is like really looking good in the matchup. The one annoying thing is her
Yeah.
parry.
Oh yeah, she has one.
Yeah,
I
her
always
parry is
forget that it's a
pretty
parry,
annoying.
not a counter. It's a parry. It's like what the hell?
That's her one tool in the matchup because it actually has a hitbox too. So you
Yeah,
don't really like command grab it. You have to predict it and just block outright.
yeah. The only thing that you
That's the
can do
one.
is basically command grab, ultimate command grab, but it's still fucked in a situation like this.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not
Nah,
worth it to predict that.
I mean
You're
she
better
also
off
needs to
block.
spend meter for the parry, so that's kind of a given. But yeah,
Yeah,
I see the point. I do understand the reasons, but still, most of the time when you see her, she will be cowering in the corner, and you have the entire field to yourself. And then she needs to play the guessing game. The RPS is
yeah.
very strong on this character. Um, One mistake leads to a lot of stuff
And
on
once she's in
Vasaraga's
the
side. Yeah,
corner, it is very bad when she gets in the corner.
if you can play the
Um,
RTS game for RPS game for free, then
yeah.
it's one of those
Uh,
characters where you always see them backpedaling, and then they realize, fuck, I'm in the corner and I'm still backpedaling for whatever reason. And
yeah. She is one old fireball away from dying distance.
it's true.
You can just blow Death up with old fireball
Mm,
and just go to town because now she doesn't have anything. The Nier has nothing. Even if she hits you, she has no conversions since she can't raging chain.
yeah,
So she can just do the auto combo and that is literally it.
that is true.
Literally.
The only thing possibly that she can do is her EX move where Death actually has multiple hits. You know, kind of that one. Like the
Yeah.
mid version of that is bad as it is. You should never actually fear that mid version of it. If it's the light version, I think there is some slight stuff that she can possibly do. But the heavy version is the one that you need to look out for. Everything else is just like kind of only there to scare you, but it doesn't really scare anyone.
Especially this patch. This character got gutted.
Yeah.
That's basically my thoughts on it. I don't really have much because this is one of the characters I played the least against, but
Because she's so
it's
rare.
still
She's so
killer.
rare. Since they took her down, basically, no one ever picks this character up. And even if they do pick up this character, you will see the flaws and problems that the character has.
Yeah, there is literally no point in picking this character up nowadays.
Not really. Not anymore. I see the appeal for Charlotta. I see the appeal for Vera or any one character. It doesn't matter. I see the appeals for those characters, but I don't see as much Charlotte Nia as again because she got it completely down.
Yeah,
It's already rare that you find a Vayne. And
that's
Vayne,
basically my,
yeah,
my
yeah,
my whole thought on it.
yeah, true. I agree. Not a matchup that you need to think about. It's like Pringles Man. Not a matchup that you need to think about, but sometimes you find this enthusiast who plays the character and can show
And she just rocks
something.
your shit.
She,
She
sh-
just
sh-
yeah.
yeah, they fucking kill you for you playing this character and underestimating that.
I'll get to that matchup a little later too. But now I think we can move on to Seahawks.
Ah, and this is the matchup where I actually say I am disagreeing here.
All right.
I will tell you stories, but let's go.
So basically, you'd think this matchup would be pretty even, because this is like the chip. This is like if I had to put a comparison, this is Chip versus like Gold Lewis in Strive. It's the
Good
fastest
comparison.
character in the game to the big beefy boy that has the big hitboxes.
Yeah, I agree
Um,
to that point.
except Seahawks actually has a couple things going for him. some of his setups require a character with a 5-frame normal to actually get out of. So Voss can't actually get out of some sequences. I've talked about it with a French Seahawks player. But then that's kind of the only thing he has, cause you can basically just um blow him up.
Yeah.
If he tries to like do the full screen projectile invulnerable just lariat where he like hops on the wall and just does the big claw,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can just blow him up with stance, like
Yeah,
legit.
this is so funny. I love this.
He tries he tries to play he tries to use this in like every other matchup but just gets punished for it
Yeah,
because the hitbox on Vaseraga are still really fucking gigantic.
yeah, true. And
If
this
he
is,
tries to do that, you can 5U. If you have armor up, you can literally just 5U on reaction and he gets punished and he gets comboed for it.
I mean, you have all the time in the world to just set up a stance and then wait for him to jump down. That's the funniest shit ever. He jumps down, he's attacking you, and you're like, I have a fly swatter here. Whoosh.
Literally. Either with 2H or a stance move, yeah.
I fucking love that shit.
So yeah, again, 14k health, same as Avatar Belial.
Yeah,
If he gets hit once, it's not
it's
looking good. He has a parry that can parry supers, except Vaseraga uses his command grab a lot in his pressure,
yeah,
so you can call it out pretty easily.
yeah, yeah. I agree. And they have like this
Uh,
this pattern of moves they use into the parry, right? It's kind of that you get used to it the more you often play it.
yeah,
Because it's
and
all fake. This is the point. It's all fake. You just don't need to think about it. And you know, once the pattern, you know it. It's like playing against UL, for example. If you know the pattern, what she will do in the next few seconds just to get into the parry, just ignore it and just don't care about it. If you remember it, just go for it. You know how to react.
I think you are a little bit more threatening in that scenario because she has other tools at her disposal
True.
while she's in the stance. So you have to like always think about, oh, okay, is she gonna do the low overhead? Is she gonna do the parry?
Yeah, this questions.
Seahawks only uses his parry in his for defense basically.
Yeah. The only parry that you definitely need to look out for is his heavy parry, but also it's the only parry that kind of worked. But if you just wait it out, or you have certain things, or you're far enough away, just don't do anything. I mean, yes, it can actually parry moves that are far away from Vaseraga. You still get punished for that. But if you see it coming, just don't do anything, and you will see the player's patterns for when he will use the parry, and then you get your it's basically reacting to Dragon Punch, but this one is more deeming and more forfeited, and basically they give up their turn for something that they think will help, but it won't help if you realize that they have this parry in general. This is one of the worst parries in the game, in my honest opinion. There's better ones.
I wouldn't say that because it still parries supers.
Yeah,
It's
that's
still
kind of the
pretty
thing.
messed up.
Yeah, kind of that thing. But
It is frame one as well, so it's like a true reversal in that sense. I think it's like it's okay to pretty good. I still think it's pretty good because of the utility it has. But I have a funny like anecdote for that. Basically, I faced a Seahawks once,
mm,
and I charge my H, and he does the parry. Except since I fully charged the move, the parry hitbox just goes away. So he
yeah,
gets fully charged CH, and he just explodes. He just dies.
yeah.
Bro tried to parry. I just held the button, so he got hit. He still got hit.
I mean, I get the idea that you wanted him to just push anything because you wanted to crush it with your close age, right? And then he did the one thing that was the most mistake to use.
Yeah, except the hitbox vanished before mine came out.
Yeah,
So
oh, that is bitter. Oh, that is. I can see this happening. I see this
it
happening
was
just
very
for.
funny. That was
I
hilarious.
mean, I believe that was hilarious, especially as Vasaraga when you see this shit happening. Like, thank you for the 10,000 damage, bro. Thanks, so cool.
Easily, even more if in the corner. But yeah,
9K
that's
damage for free.
The one annoying thing he has is the H projectile in the air that usually wins neutral for him.
Yeah,
Except if you have armor, you can just swat him out of there with a stance
yeah,
move. You can do 2 to XL, and he's just going to get smacked by it.
yeah. True, true, true. I believe I'll also agree to that part. But here's my point: why I'm saying this matchup is definitely winnable for Vaseraga. You know this record that he has, right, where he does the jump flip.
Right.
Most Seahawks always use the heavy version and the mid version because the light version doesn't do shit, right? So when I see him with the mid version, I actually swap him out of the jump flip with a mid attack because I expect the jump flip, right? And then I'm basically a counter punt, like counter shit. This is so fun to do, and I feel like I know what they wanted to do with this character. The only version that actually works against Vaseraga, which is a true block string, is the heavy version, but not when he does the mid version. The mid version is like basically, yeah, thank you for this free damage, bro.
Yeah. That's Seahawks.
That's Dukes. As again, I admit that I would say, okay, all the points you bring are really good, but I still think this character is a win matchup for Vaseraga.
I can see that, but yeah, as I said before, he has he has some pressure strings that you just can't get out of as Vaseraga just by you being having slow buttons.
I mean, what
So
I have seen is every time when I get into my stance with armor, they backpedal. They backpedal and they give you all the free space because they do not want to be hit by you.
that might have been a bad Seahawks. I don't know. I
I
don't
I
know.
have seen multiple Seahawks who do this. In ranked, especially in lobby matches, if they see you in stance, they're like, oh, I'm just backpedaling, I'm minding my own business, you know? Please don't hurt
You
me.
know, yeah. You can also just blow them up with old fireball.
Of course, but again, it's one of the funny matchups which I like to play.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's
It's like
ridiculously fun.
it's an extreme versus another extreme, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I agree 100%.
But yeah, in that particular sense, just like in Strive, Gold Lewis wins. Uh, all right, so I think we've talked about Seahawks enough. Let's talk about Vikala. That's your favorite character.
Oh yeah, I love this character so much. I put it into its own tier.
Yeah, that's your favorite character there.
Yeah, totally. Fuck you, mate.
Okay, so admittedly, I haven't played that much against the new Vikala, but the matchup still kind of feels the same. I've had like one set, the literally just yesterday,
I think it's
with
even worse. Let me be honest. I think it's even worse now that you see stuff on your screen, right? I feel like this could be, despite the fact that she got buffed, I feel like now that the random factor is taken out of the occasion, I feel like this might be a better matchup for Vaseraga than ever before.
maybe. I still wouldn't really place it in winning though. Maybe she'd like maybe if I put more fun into it, she'd be like higher on the slight winning tier.
I
But she still has some tools to like put Vasaraga on the back foot. Uh,
True, yeah,
her zoning can still be pretty effective. You can clash with most of her stuff, but you need armor,
yeah.
and you like actually need to get in. So you basically have to find the exact right time to put the armor up, and then you can just kind of go in. But that's still something you can do. You have to be full screen if you want to put the armor. If you want to like actually um win the neutral, as they say.
Yeah, but this is
You
kind
have
of
to
the
play very
point
full
about
screen.
Vikala. She doesn't want to play neutral. Her neutral game is surrounded by Dormouse, which is the move that actually I hate so much because it reminds me so much on Pikachu because Pikachu does Thunder Jolt in Smash and he throws it out because it's a safe projectile. Dormouse is kind of the same for Vaseraga. It's a very safe projectile against him, but once you spot dodge it, you just need to deal with other shit, right?
You can also roll it.
Yeah, of course you can roll it, but it's risky because she sets up traps and stuff. And in the meantime, when Dormouse is
Right.
flying and shit, so it's
Right.
kind of a hard matchup. And my honest opinion, but due to the input that she has now this window that showcases the item box. I'm like, why would you ever do this? This takes away completely from randomizations and makes this character predictable, which was always the
Um,
case, right, for random characters. But I've talked about Vikala in a length on a Friday video. Will come up very soon on YouTube as also on various other things. I mean, I ranted about this buff because I feel like it takes away from randomization options, but okay.
I'm personally indifferent to it. I don't really mind it. Um, Also something to note, again, that's like a pattern for these sort of characters.
Mm,
They have lower health pools compared to most of the cast.
yeah, true.
Uh, she gets hit once. She gets if you put Vikala in the corner, again, as most of the characters in this tier,
Yeah.
there's very little she can do.
The only thing she can do is hope for the best, cross your fingers.
Do the reversal and just hope you haven't pressed like the 22XU.
Either that or you don't have armor because that Dragon Punch doesn't do jack shit on Vaseraga with armor.
Yeah, you can just backstep with the M stance and just avoid it.
Either that
Just
or,
live
again,
around this thing.
with armor, you just take one hit because everything else is happening above. And they're like, okay, I'll just blow you up right now. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for the free damage.
Sad as it sounds, right? Okay, let's go over to Namaya.
All right, so this character is notorious for having the U flip
Yeah,
in the air.
yeah.
Vaseraga shuts that down very easily. If you put armor up and never use armor ever, you can 5U on reaction to her doing it. So you combo her for her trying to use her main move, basically.
Oh, I see the point. Yeah.
That is literally it. She cannot U flip. She literally cannot do it because you just 5U on reaction and she gets comboed.
Yeah, I see
That
the
is it.
point.
She has to play zoner, except you can roll through her like her projectiles.
Yeah,
Um, she Narmaya is like a very complete character since she has 8, special moves.
yeah,
Um,
true, true.
but she doesn't have the right toolkit to deal with Vasa's armor. Her literally her H projectile isn't a multi hit, so you can just
Yeah,
armor
yeah, that's
through
the
it if you
point.
try to.
Also, good evening to everyone who's just chiming in. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, man. Hope you like
Hello,
it.
Kuragaki.
So yeah, we're just talking about matchup lists that Nitronoir did, and already disagree to something, but it's fine. So yeah,
It's fine.
Namaya is one of the matchups that kind of bothers me because I feel like if she puts up like this brave front of bullying you if you don't have armor, like this is the point. If you don't have armor, she bullies you. If you have armor, it's pretty convincingly bad for her. And then she does basically again armor stance is the same thing like everyone has. Is like I backpedal here right now because I fear you and I don't like you when you're mad.
The thing is, she still has to get in at some point.
Yeah.
She can't zone you out forever because
No.
again, you can roll through her projectile. So she
Or
can
just
try
spot
to go
dodging
in.
is already enough. Spot dodging this projectile is already enough, and she's like legitimately limited down to, okay, what can I do next? Nothing. Congratulations, I fucked myself.
She can try to go through you with like the special the special that puts her like on a special like stance that she goes forward and she
Mm,
goes past the opponent. You can 5U that on reaction.
yeah, true. Either that or you just punish it if you see it coming. This is also possible that you just, oh, you disappear. Okay, bong.
Whenever you get a knockdown, you can just put Soul Forge, and now she is heavily handicapped the rest of the round.
Yeah,
Because if you don't spend the armor, you'll always have it for when she tries to U flip.
exactly. That's the point. She doesn't have, like, the only tool that she really has against Vasaraga then is her heavy Dragon Punch. And even that is incredibly baitable.
Yeah, and the thing also of the armor aspect. If you just call out everything with 5U, you basically restack the armor on top of it.
Yeah.
So you basically only need to put the armor up once, and she is heavily crippled for the rest of the round.
Yeah. And then she's playing the range game.
She's playing the range game, but she can't really play that forever because she's just backing up to the corner, and
True.
nobody likes dealing with Vas in the corner.
No, this is one of the characters that they're so scared of playing in the corner because they know I blow you up. There's matchups that can handle and deal better with it, way better, but most of the character cast actually either fears this kind of bullshit that he can do, or it's yeah, pretty damning.
Yeah. So yeah, Narmaya just overall, she kind of just gets countered by armor. That's basically it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Her main tools just don't work as soon as Vas gets a knockdown and puts the armor up.
Yeah,
Which
100%
is
agreeable.
literally the round start. If she does projectile round start, you can just jump over it, call that out. You come back down with JM, you knock her down then with 2M, you put the armor up, and now you basically won the round.
Yeah.
From round start interaction.
Nothing to add here. I actually think you're right with this one. 100%. I agree. Let's go to Zeta.
All right. Okay. I had this character in even for the longest time because I never any Zeta players.
I see.
Except literally last night I played a set against this character, against like a good Zeta player. She dies to armor.
Yeah. The only thing she has two things that makes this character good against Vaseraga, and that is her 50-50 shit. Because nobody can consistently call out the 50-50s, right? You will fight at least one time this 50-50 stuff. And the other thing is her Vayne version of Wild Beat, where she has like two different instances. She can do the slow one, the lasting one, or the shorter one, and that's it. Everything else is just like, okay, thank you.
The thing is, she has to win an interaction to put you in 50-50.
That's the point, yeah.
You don't let her win. You don't really let Zeta play the game.
You need to basically look a little bit into your future and guess like the approaches that she will use, but also keep in mind she also needs to guess one time right, and then she gets the 50-50 stuff. Also, even if she gets the 50-50 stuff, there is certain interactions that she does for you to what is the word that I'm searching for? Certain interactions that she does where she is like jumping higher and possibly gets like a different interaction, right? But you can't just roll through it. It is risky it is risky and it will hurt you, but in the end you get out of the 50-50.
You can tank it. You have the highest self win in the game.
That's the point, yeah. That little bit of damage that you can do in a 50-50 situation like that is like, why would I give a damn?
Zeta has like no way of actually dealing with stance because her parry just does not work against armored stance. She parries, but the hit she does afterwards doesn't break armor. So
True.
she can parry a normal, and then you just cancel your normal into 2-H.
Even if you bait that shit, you can still basically just spot dodge it like on Lorraine and any other parry that they do. It is honestly, I feel like Zeta might have one of the best parries in my honest opinion.
They kind of took away like half of the fucking length.
Yeah, that's the point. But still, I feel like predictable is best. And once you realize this is again parry pattern that they do, just don't give a shit. Don't give a fuck. The only version that she has to win, and she has to win the parry also. And if she doesn't win the parry, with armor up, it's like, okay, thank you. You get basically free damage. And you also have the only parry version that you need to fear is the ultimate version because it legit has good hitboxes and it gets you out of armor. But that's it.
Yeah, this character just kind of crumples against in general. really can't do much because you can roll from her projectile.
Yeah,
You, she's not good at in defense. Uh, she dies. She
yeah.
dies. She does not handle armor at all. So that's basically it. And again, I have experience from this literally from last night. We've played 15 matches. I won 12 of those.
Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Literally because I just hung up on that armor and I just win against a good Zeta player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that happening. I have also good experience against Zeta. I was a little bit baffled because his character was good before. Now she's better, but she struggles. She struggles against armor and all the stuff that Vaseraga can do to some degree. I mean, even her parry, if it works, you can just also just old firebolt it and basically say, "Ha, I'm not even
She
close.
don't do anything.
I'm not even. I have the most degenerate fireball, and you parry it. Congratulations! I don't give a shit. You're way too far away.
You're still getting hit.
That's the stupidest thing ever."
Especially because now they cut the actual length of the parry. So
Yeah,
now even if she parries the whole thing, she's still gonna get hit by the lasting
yeah.
hitboxes.
The last hit will definitely get her, and then you basically start your RPS combo bullshit. Oh, nice!
Again,
I got my last hit in of the fireball. The one hit that I definitely wanted to get in, and then you start with like 2H and go into the full combo. I love
yeah,
this matchup to some degree. I
this
like
matchup is
Zeta.
very
I
rough as
like
well.
Zeta as a character. I like the matchup against for Wasaraga and stuff, but I like this character, and I still think um they've done her really well. It's just she doesn't have the tools to deal with Wasaraga. That's it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm still baffled that this character isn't played at all, considering she's like one of the top tiers.
Yeah,
So
I'm completely. I have so many question marks about that. Like, she has all the really good tools. She has really good tools. Like, comparatively to any other character, she has the best tools. She has like a legitimately almost unpredictable far age that is so long. Any character can't do anything against it. Like, she has like
nine frames starter, by the way.
it is so
9 frames.
questionable. She has the frames. She has the 50-50 games. Right? She
She
wins
can
most of
go
the
in.
matchups.
She can go in and then go out
Yeah.
for
I
free.
mean, okay, this is kind of the kind of thing that Vasaraga can do. If you block it and you see her do it, you can basically 2 it, right? It's kind of that thing, which is always funny. Or you have stands up,
That
she goes in and she goes back, and all you do is swipe her feet. It's like, okay, yeah, who gives a
that's
shit?
no.
But okay, she has tools and she's a good character, so I'm baffled why she isn't more played.
I'm guessing because she's more complicated than most of the top tiers.
I agree. She has a lot of combos that you need to train your shit off. And
A lot of resistance.
legitimately, like, if you see a really fucking good Zeta main, he will swipe all over the screen. You can't do anything about it. And it's
The
like,
thing is with Zeta, she's kind of worse Grimner, so I guess I
little
can
bit,
see
yeah.
why people don't really pick her up. I don't play both characters, so maybe I'm just completely wrong on that. But from what I'm getting from her toolkit, she kind of seems like she's really good, but Grimner's slightly better. So
Yeah, everything she can do, Grimnir does better and more consistent because he doesn't rely too much on 50-50s. That's kind of my honest opinion. She needs to have the 50-50s, which is risky, but most of the players have like automated systems in their play stays, right? They're like, oh, let me do this. Okay, it works. Nice. It works on this player too, on this player too. And then there's someone that adapts to the stuff, right? And they're like, oh, okay, my 50-50 is done. This character is shit.
we'll get to why I think like Grimner is so much worse of a matchup for Voss than compared to Zeta, even though their kit are pretty similar. We'll get to that.
Pretty similar. But yeah, next, let's move on. We've
Yeah,
talked
let's
Zeta.
go.
I feel like Zeta is a good character. Nothing else to be added here.
Okay, so Gran, he got buffed. I actually
He got
like
buffed.
put
That's
him
true.
slightly. He was slightly like below on the slight winning tier before.
Mm,
I moved him up because he does a lot of damage now.
yeah.
He actually does a lot of damage,
One
and
counter hit and you're done.
he technically has all the tools, but he still lacks a little bit. And Voss can still play his game very, very much. his only multi-hit is his H Fireball. For the longest time, I thought this character had like a multi-hit U Fireball. No, he doesn't.
Nope. It's one hit.
So if he wastes the cooldown, you can go in.
Yeah. The only fireball that you definitely need to look out for is the heavy version. That one is hit 3 times.
Yeah.
A little bit the mid version, depending on how risky you want to be, but yeah. But
He only has like one multi-hit projectile, and his DP you can call out with 2-2XU pretty
easily.
Yeah, even if you don't charge it.
Yeah, you just need to wait for a few frames because he has only the first hit boxes on a heavy. It's also the ultimate version, right? It's like, okay, the ultimate version goes through, that's for sure, but you then punish him by him coming down. The mid version doesn't do jack shit.
Yeah, you can punish most of his approaching options with like 5U or ultimate projectile.
Yeah.
He can't. He's like he has the tools, but said tools are not good enough, in my opinion, to deal with Voss's bullshit.
No. I agree. Most of the stuff that he does have.
There's nothing I really have to add other than that, to be honest.
I fully agree. Most of the stuff that he does have is just generally more experience that you need to have against this matchup because this again, Gran is so rare. You don't see many Gran players generally.
Right. And since he's a shuttle, I've stated this multiple times. He has the tools. He just doesn't have as good of a tool as like someone like Jita, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically the fundies man. You need to like outplay Voss's bullshit to win.
100%. I do have definitely agree on this part. If you win the interactions, then congratulations, you win the matchup. But if you don't know how to approach the matchup, you might have a really hard time.
Right, I agree. I feel like we can move on to Metero, and I really don't have much to add on Gran.
This is the other thing. Yeah, Metero is the other character I want to talk about because I feel like now this matchup is definitely a losing matchup for Vaseraga. But let me get your experience and I tell you my experience if you want to do it like this way.
I've played quite a bit against Metera with someone from Unit 27. Pretty good Metera. Vas can just sit at the edge of the screen, dodge the projectile, get 5U up, and then you have to wait. Vas has to play extremely patiently in this matchup.
Oh yeah.
If he finds the right opportunity, he's going to blow her up. Literally. If she gets in the corner, she has literally the defensive tools in the game, in my opinion. You just kind of win if she gets in the corner. And since Metera spends the whole game, just hogging the other side of the screen, if you interrupt her once, you're most likely putting her close to the corner.
Yeah, true. So, kind of, I see the point. But I feel like the projectiles she has that keep Vaseraga out, they are such an hassle to deal with. Especially the overshot and stuff when she's shooting over you and the arrows fall down.
The butterfly as well, they kind of just like force you to block. You have to block a lot in this matchup. You have to play extremely patiently.
This is what I'm missing, yeah.
If you actually like get your patience right, it's not that hard. It's a matchup. It's a matchup where you gotta lock in. You actually gotta lock the fuck in this matchup. But if you do that, you can like interrupt her. And once you interrupt her, since again, as I said before, she is hogging the edge of the screen. So you're either, if you interrupt her, you're either close to the corner or directly in the corner. And now she has to guess for game. Because again, she has 15k health. She will not like a 10k combo to her health.
Not? Why not? I
call out her DP very easily.
Yeah, because she only has a 50-meter DP, that's it.
Yeah, and it's not even like good. You can just press 2-2XU and win.
The best part about it, even armor doesn't get rid of it because it's not a multi-hit hitbox. If you set up armor and she uses her DP and you're like, Thank you, ma'am. Another 8K for you.
This character can sort of cook in offense because she has
Yeah.
the like small jump thing, which is actually hard to deal with
Oh, yeah.
Voss.
Oh, God, yeah. Don't remind me.
But you
Mm.
grab, you grab.
Yeah, but
She can't disengage. If she does the small flip, the time you will take for the hitbox of you grab to come out, she will hit the ground. So you will be able to hit her, and she literally cannot disengage. She has to like commit to it, and if you call her out,
mm,
you get a knockdown, and if you get a if you get a knockdown, you either you get Oki or you get your armor up. So you just basically start winning.
I haven't seen it this way, but yeah, now that you explain it, makes more sense to me. Because I've struggled a lot against Metera because that is kind of the thing. My impatience, right? Yeah, I need to learn to basically be patient and then
Yeah.
basically do the cool shit so that you have a little bit more buff and burst.
Again, as Vaseraga, you have the highest health pool in the game. Even if you like take chip, you will be fine. In most situations, you will be.
Yeah, might be the case. Yeah,
It's always a risk reward.
of course, of course.
You play patient, you take chip damage, but you're fine. For the most part, you're fine. Once you get in, she is in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, true. All right, let's move
Granted,
on.
yeah. Let's move on
Cheetah.
to the event here.
This is the kind of
I
thing that
had
I have a little bit of a strange disagreement because I felt like Cheetah was easier than Gran. Because I have more won matches against Cheetah than I have won matches against Gran.
She has more multi hits, which is the thing that ultimately puts her above Gran, in my
Her,
opinion.
let me think. She has the.
She has amazing or corner carry,
Oh yeah, that's
which,
true.
as we've said before, us has terrible defense.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if you don't have you command grab, you will struggle, and this character will put you in the corner pretty easily. Not as easily as some of the characters in slight losing, I will say, not as easily, but she can still put you in the corner. Um, in most situations.
yeah. She definitely has good, fucking good corner carries, and then you basically have to hope for the best.
And as I said with Gran, since she's the Shoto, she has sort of all the tools to deal with us
Yeah,
to a greater extent compared to Gran, in my opinion. She does less damage, but she's most likely to win an interaction more compared to Gran, if you get what I'm saying.
I do get the point. Yeah, true. Because she has different versions of a wrecker that puts her forward pretty easily, and she has also a multi-hit fireball, again with heavy. Um, she struggles a little bit on the other stuff, but her Dragon Punch in general is also the same, pretty much the same if I would go
Pretty
so
much the
far.
same.
Pretty much the same, yeah. Um, but what I actually feel like is the wrecker is the biggest problem here because once she's doing that, good luck. It's a guessing
Yep,
game.
she is very much safe. After 2 hits, you can't punish her at all.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah. Other than that, I feel like it's kind of the same as Gran. Just she has the better tools. She has less
Mm.
damage, but she has the better tools, in my opinion, to deal with Voss. At the very least, she has the better tools to deal with Voss.
Yeah. It's also keeping him out. That's the worst part because jumping in is not an option. Dragon Punch, or he just backdashes and gets her record going, right? Kind of that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that she has that Gren misses a lot.
Yeah, but still, it's Vaseraga. He still has his strengths do play in the matchup a lot.
Yeah.
He has so much better damage output. He has a more degenerate projectile. Funnily
Except
enough,
the ultimate. Except the ultimate. That ultimate goes nowhere because it's just legitimately a kind of a DP height attack, but it doesn't even go the full way up to DP, right? It's like okay. It's one hit.
Yeah, Silvasra can very much like match Cheetah in my opinion. She is still like pretty low down on the even because
Yeah.
again, she's similar to Gran,
Yeah.
just has better tools.
Yeah. Yeah. I do definitely kind of agree on that part. Yeah.
Okay, I want to move on to La Diva because
Oh yeah, this is the character I struggle the most with because I didn't know how to deal with it, but now I know, and it makes so much more sense why I've struggled because me stupid.
I actually have a recent input as well, similar to Zeta.
Hmm.
I'm playing against one of the best La Divas in France.
Okay.
This matchup is a toss-up, actually. I thought this was straight up just winning tier. You just keep her out. No, she has tools to get in. The ultimate Laria is very fast.
Yeah.
Um you have to like press down to avoid it.
Hmm.
You can't block it, by the way. You have to just hold down, not block.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She also has a full screen anti-projectile tool. So if you try to throw out ultimate projectile, she can pop her SBA, go full screen, just run at you, and now she has her pressure.
Yeah.
And Vas fucking
And
struggles. This is one of the characters that if you as Vaseraga are put into the corner, you are not surviving.
yeah. Yeah. I see the point.
She can kind of just loop her pressure and
Hmm.
command grab. I have tried. We've played like 16 matches. I was only able to win like
It's one of the this is like one of the matchups where I definitely 100% do agree. This matchup seems I almost want to say it seems like a winning matchup for La Diva because most La Divas will put Vaseraga in the winning matchup because you have to deal with so much bullshit, like so much 50-50s and stuff that you're like, how am I supposed to do see like command grabs when she has like two different kinds? She has the aerial command grab, she has the grounded command grab, right? And then she has like her U tag button is also a command grab, which is reactable for sure. But I hate this matchup to some degree.
the thing though that puts it at even though is that other than the full screen Laria that it's still super. She has to pop 100% of her like meter to use it, and if she whiffs, she has to try to get in. And this character does not get in against Vaseraga if she doesn't have meter.
Yeah. With meter,
If
without
she
meter,
keeps her
it's
out,
it's most likely just keep her out, and with meter, it's like okay, wait until
literally
the DP.
only use stance. You only use stance in this matchup until like she actually gets threatening stuff.
Yeah.
She's the slowest character in the game alongside Vaseraga. Uh,
Also 18,000
her
HP.
hitboxers are way smaller compared to you.
Yeah.
You have a full screen fucking low. This matchup is very tough for Ladiva to actually get in. But as we've said before, um, once she gets in, it's over. It's very much a matchup where either one wins, one loses completely.
Yeah, I
That's the thing.
actually do definitely agree with this part because
It's either Vaseraga dominates or La Diva dominates.
yeah,
There is no in
agreed,
between.
agreed, 100%. Nothing to add
Which
here.
is why I put this in even.
So then we can basically move on to Zoris.
Sora's okay. This is one of the characters I'm like not really that comfortable in, like placements wise. I have basically no experience in this matchup. He has some annoying tools, but like most of the time, when I face them and I just lose to them, I mostly think it's like my mistake and not really my character's fault. I have played against like three sources. He has
Same
like
here.
good plus frames, which is annoying. He has the buff up stance, which can absorb any of your hits, unlike something like
The
Zeta's
worst,
parry.
the worst part is it can actually absorb any hit, and that
Yeah,
also includes ultimate stance as also ultimate tackle. It's basically a wall for
yeah,
Vaseraga.
yeah.
I think this matchup could be even more than just an even matchup. It could be even a losing matchup if the Soris has all the experience against Vaseraga. Because they will call out ultimate tackle and shit. They will call out like everything you do. The only thing that you have above them is grabs.
Grabs and also just way better range.
Yeah,
Overall.
overall better range, and getting in tools are not really that big of a threat because his getting in tool is basically his stupid
It's punch.
is the punch, and his dragon punch sucks. Really fucking badass. Like it does 2 hits on heavy, it does 2 hits on the ultimate version, and all you do is just like, huh, I'm stamping through, bro.
This is one of the characters I struggle the most against, but again, I think it's mostly my fault,
Yeah,
not my
yeah,
character's fault.
I agree. Because
I
again,
just
Soris is
like
also really a rare matchup to see and find, right? It's one of those players.
definitely, which is strange because he literally just won KN Cup.
Yeah, but this character doesn't have like you have seen the video. Soris was really pretty damn low on the tier list, right? On the Japanese tier list because nobody wants to play this character, and I'm like, why? He has the tools to get in. He has the tools to keep opponents out, and he has pressure tools left and right. I mean, I'm not a Soris main. We are both not Soris mains, but I feel like this character does have enough tools to destroy almost half the cast.
He won a major. He literally won a major.
He won a major.
So
That was the one thing that baffled me the most. No one plays Soris, not even in the world. I'm like, okay.
he's also like definitely one of the easiest characters to pick up.
Yeah, this is the one thing I don't get because this character is really stupidly easy to learn. His combo gameplay is really easy to learn. It's like, okay, just a few hours into the training mode and you learn the combos and the conversions and stuff. There's nothing big happening.
Yeah. And he has plus frames on top of plus frames.
Yeah.
He is like, yeah, definitely one of the characters I struggle the most.
Same here. Because you never know what he's doing and it feels like all the samey. And he approaches with his stupid fist. And you're like, is it now the mid fist? Is it the light fist? I don't know right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of that thing. I agree. Zoe.
Okay, Zoe, again, this is one of the characters I played the least against.
Oh, I have a lot of
So,
experience with Zoe.
Most of these characters I put in even because I don't want to like make a call out, except for one which is Henri, but we'll get to him. Zoe, you play patient. you play very patiently in this matchup, and you're pretty good to go. From my experience, from my small experience in this matchup.
I need to disagree with this one because this is not an even matchup. This is definitely a losing matchup. It might be slight, it might be even worth. Because I've played against Squiddy quite a lot. And Squiddy is one of the best Zoe mains in Europe. He is actually, I think he's again Grandmaster or slightly before Grandmaster. And he wipes the floor with me. And this is not because of just one tool, it's because of all the tools she has. She is completely equipped against Vaseraga. She has an invincible, almost invincible 6-6H, which you need to call out basically. If you call it out cool, you can basically swipe a feat, but it is very, very risky. This is complete bullshit, in my honest opinion, giving a character a 6-6H. 6-6H.
Because I have no experience in this matchup.
Yeah, let me cook here because this character has like a 6-6H. You cannot stop it even with your 2-2H, 2-2L or anything like your ultimate unique, right? It doesn't help you because she has complete invincibility. Only on her feet she can actually be attacked. So calling that shit out is already hard as it is. She has Dragon Laser, which most players are not capable of dodging as Vaseragas because they don't expect it. I kind of became adjusted to it, but I still struggle. And if you jump, it's basically GG because if she has 50 meters and you jump, she does Dragon Laser, which catches you off guard, and then she puts up her ultimate dragon and gets a shit ton of damage in. Her Dragon Punch is one of the best Dragon Punches against Vaseraga because instance, you can only do one thing, block. Generally, all you can do is block, and the patience level that you need for this character is so ridiculously high. And she doesn't even need to approach you. That's the worst part about that.
Right. Yeah, I kind of get that. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't need to approach you. She has the tools to keep you completely out if she wants to. And there will be occasions where she will be in your face, and there will be occasions where she doesn't want to go into your face because she will keep you out for the rest of the days. I don't like this matchup at all.
I can see that. I have no experience in matchup, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, believe me, it's definitely a losing matchup.
We shall see, unless we have any Zoe experts in the chat, which I don't think we
I
have.
don't think we have Zoe matchup. If Skitty would come by, he would basically call it as something, but I don't feel like this is that matchup Vaseraga would win in any way, shape, or form. Because
I'd have to see for myself.
yeah, I actually recommend to you basically just challenging a little bit here and there against Zoe, against Skitty, for example, and then you possibly will see the point. But he's not always online, so I think he has only specific days when he's there.
I'd have to ask on the specific Discord or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get to
definitely.
that at some point.
Now let's go to Yule.
I've played against this character a lot.
Same.
We go from one to the other here. In my opinion, it's pretty even.
Yep.
She has a ton of multi hits,
Yep.
which is hard to deal with for Voss.
Definitely
But at the same
100.
time, she has way worse range. She cannot play keep away.
Nope.
She literally doesn't have.
The worst.
She has to get in.
She has to get in. That's the point. You definitely need to get in with UL. You don't have even a choice because the tools that keep Vaseraga out are just limited to just like one, if best. And the other tools you need to use to get in. And keep in mind, in corner she can be very threatening because she has one of the best DPs packed for Vaseraga. In honest opinions, even the light version gets you out of the fucking stance, right?
I actually disagree with that. This is one of the DPs that is actually one of the most confusing. But once you get it, you will be able to punish it pretty consistently. Basically, since she goes so high up in the air very fast, you only have to hold the armor a little bit. Then you release the armor, and then you punish her on the way down with a normal. That's what I
But
do.
that's the point. The light version doesn't need to go up all the way and still gets rid of your armor. It is almost unreactable for Vaz.
I honestly haven't had that problem, in my honest opinion. I
Yeah,
play against
try
my
it. Try it
fair share
out.
of.
Try it out, and you will see that the light version is one of the faster versions, not the heavy version. It has such a short range of a jump. You're almost not thinking about doing anything here. I have a lot of
Like
struggles.
the light version isn't really like invincible as much as the
No, no,
other,
no.
right?
That's kind of the point.
So the
But
thing is, if you call that out, you basically get a free punish. Then
if you called it out, keep in mind she has other tools with her parry. Also, this parry also got buffed, and her patterns with her parry in general are quite unique. In all honesty, because she has multiple ways to get into this parry, and what I feel like is the worst part about that is her parry is actually good.
I don't think it actually like changed all that much against Vaseraga. It
Sure, but
mostly changed against people that have multiple hit DPs. Before she just got blown up by it. Now she actually just punishes people for doing that. Voss doesn't have something like that.
exactly that's the
So
point. Hmm.
I don't think her parry changes matter all that much in this matchup specifically.
Might be the case, and I do agree it doesn't really change that much of the matchup experience or matchup experience, but still she has a lot of tools to get into the parry, which is seemingly flawless to get over in. She has like two combos ending with I think it was her Firefox. And you need to get rid. You need to basically look out for Firefox and what she's doing then. I'm pretty sure it was Firefox. You know,
She is plus for days, that is true.
that's definitely. And also, she has a lot of plus frames. That's the worst part about that. I
Yeah,
feel
you need
like
to play
very very patient.
Vaseraga in general just wants to play patient. But in this matchup, you have to call out some of her stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
in defense she's pretty threatening in defense.
Oh yeah.
Um, but Vaseraga has similar like advantages of his own. Again, the damage output is very much just higher. Armor
True.
can still clutch in some situations. Two-Twitch still a phenomenal tool that will just interrupt pretty much anything except a DP. Um, Ultimate Projectile, very, very good matchup. Because
Oh
again, she
yeah.
has to get in.
She doesn't
She
have
has no
she doesn't have
anti-projectile
easy
option.
safe moves to get in for sure. I agree. Because if she does use her what's it called, Starlit Sky, that's pretty much it's pretty much even with heavy fireball on Vasaraga with extinction, it's like,
Yeah,
okay, congratulations, you ran into that one.
yeah. You don't even need the ultimate version, you're right.
Yeah, it calls her out because the hitbox is active, but it doesn't clash with it. It's kind of the strangest thing ever. Her
Yeah, she
the
just gets interrupted.
Yeah, it is so strange for me. The only thing that I definitely would say makes this character kind of threatening is her DPS, also her jumping back because of frames, and then she goes into parry, right? And the parry, when you see it happening, is she can jump, she can go into the parry, right? Jumping back into the parry, and then if you want to swipe her, you will be punished because of the parry. But this is a one and done deal. After that, her tool is basically experienced, and you never do this again right away.
Right. So yeah, this matchup definitely feels even for me. Definitely.
I do agree. Definitely even matchup. I had this match and these matches. I have good matches and bad matches, so it would be definitely easy even matchup.
I
Let's
think
go
we
to
move
Vera.
on to Vera now.
I think also
Yeah.
we should move on to Vera.
Okay, I sort of play this character, um, not that much nowadays, but I did have
Mhm.
a phase where I played Vera a lot. Um, she has tools, definitely, especially in install.
Yeah,
Voss also has his fair share of tools in the matchup. Most
yeah.
again, for most of these characters, it's gonna be range. Um, her Chevalier, which is like her primal beast that she calls out, the trap tool. You can just hit her on block and it will go away.
You
Uh,
mean Luminia? Luminia.
yeah.
Luminia is
In
that?
Japanese, in Japanese, she said Chevalier, which is in French. So I was like, oh, my language.
Ah,
Right.
she uses more Latin Lumini, like lighten, right?
In the
So
English dub,
in the English dub, she uses the word lumini, which
yeah.
is Latin for enlightening or light, right? So I'm like, okay, I get the point. Yeah.
Yeah, no, in Japanese, she straight up just says a French word. So I'm like, oh, neuron activated.
Oh yeah. I mean, different words, same meaning, right? It's kind of the
Yeah,
same.
right. Yeah, but anyway, back to the topic. She can mess you up. She is a mix-up demon against Vas, especially since
Oh
your
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
QL is 6 frames.
Yeah.
If you see the command grab coming and you're like, okay, I'm going to interrupt it, except no, you can't because your buttons are too slow. That is the worst feeling in the world to me.
If she here's a point. I disagree with the only disagree with the command grab because every time I see a Vera first and foremost blocking in front of me, standing up right into my face, I'm like, oh my god, I press the fucking L button. I'm pressing the fucking shit out of my L button because I'm scared of getting the command grab installed. So yeah,
I
I
can
kind of
definitely
disagree.
understand that.
This is kind of a panic option. But if you mash command grab, or if she uses command grab and she's standing up, running forward, and like, oh my god, no, I'm just pressing L, because nobody can actually just do the same movement as she predicts, as she's projecting in the screen
The
perfectly,
thing
so
though,
in a way that she gets the command grab or doesn't get it or just baits it.
the
My
thing
honest
though
opinion.
is that her running animation in command grab is like very similar to her actual running animation. So what
Yeah,
I
true.
think is going to happen is she's going to 6XL me. so so I just block and
Nah,
keep the command grab.
the different they do have a difference.
Yeah,
Her
they do.
command they do have a difference, and this is a slight thing that you can oversee sometimes. Her running speed when she does a command grab is slower than if she actually would run. This is the only call out and the only visual thing that you have for yourself. So basically, you are prepared and interrupted with a 6L, right? A 2L.
The
And
6L2L is terrible rage.
it has terrible range, but it is also the only tool you have against that.
Yeah, so it's like a problem.
Kind of a
I
problem,
don't
I
want to
do
waste
agree.
50 meter on ultimate projectile on ultimate grab for
Sometimes
that.
I happen to do this because better safe than be sorry, right? Because I don't want to give her the install for free. She should definitely never have an option for you to say, I will get my free install and basically win the game because every move on her in her install state is way more threatening. So yeah, I don't give a fuck. I always think 50 meters spent, but 50 meters spent quite right, and I don't need to deal with the fucking command grab.
I will say that other than that, when she gets into install, she does get more threatening, but she also gets. I feel like most Veras when they get into install, they play more recklessly
Yeah,
with the air dash sort of
yeah,
stuff, the air
yeah.
jump.
I agree.
They just come in to the perfect arc for you to 2H them and just blow them up.
Yeah. Even if you don't 2H them, stance you is like stance light is basically your fly swatter, and
Yeah,
she gets kind of
yeah,
wings, so it's so fitting.
yeah.
So it's like
She does
it
get benefits. She definitely does get benefits from going into install, but I feel like not as much as other characters
yeah. Her
against
install
her.
I don't know, they've made her very reliant on the install for sure. But right now I feel like Vera has still lots of problems, and the base form, in my honest opinion, as she is, has one tool to get rid of armor, and that is basically her flurry that she does, right? Because that one hits
Right.
multiple times and is ridiculously fast.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You It's almost inconsistent for you to call this shit out.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's a really good. It is one tool, but it's not the best tool. But it is a tool that she has that other characters in the entire matchup cast don't have as much. Like this flurry is so ridiculously fast. Does minimum 3 hits in the light version. Maximum, I think it's 4 or 5 hits, and also gets into combo stuff. So yeah,
Right. Other than that, that's also the thing with Vera. There's basically like no real point in picking her up when you can pick Catalina up.
exactly.
That's why you don't run into her that often. You basically play Vera because you like Vera.
I mean, yeah, true. And don't get me wrong. I like her. I like Vera too. But Vera has all the tools that Catalina has, but Catalina is generally a better character.
Yeah,
And
literally just
she
better
just
tools.
wins this matchup by default because of all the tools she has, right? But we'll get
She's
to
just
that in a
broken.
very yeah. She's broken as fuck. Like she has the tools. She keeps you out. She will definitely call you out for doing stupid stuff. I don't see it as a good pick for you if you can have Catalina. She does have the same stuff.
Which is kind of unfortunate because I like Vera way more. But
I like her too.
you
Don't
know,
get me wrong. I like her too, but it is what it is. Now let's on move to Beelzebub, the big
oh,
evil in the
one of my
game.
favorite characters to play against. This is one of my favorite matchups.
I seriously have just a little bit experience, and this matchup kind of sucks for multiple reasons.
I have a lot of experience for it. I know how to get around it. Every teleport he does, you can just grab. You have to train yourself to always react to the teleport. It is very laggy. You just grab him, and then
Yeah,
you get a free
I see
knockdown.
the point. Yeah,
His DP is sort of annoying, but it doesn't really go through armor. Um, he
yeah, that's
has
true
annoying projectiles. The dive is very annoying for Voss to deal with
because it's so
because
fast. Yeah,
you'd figure you can 2H, but no, 2H is so fucking slow. You can't do that on reaction.
especially the heavy version is like forget it. On the heavy version, you need to predict it. On the mid version, it's more like you have a bit more time to react, and it's a little bit more consistent. But why would any Beelzebub ever use the mid version against Vaseraga? It's like,
Right.
why?
Agreed. Agreed. He also has his the swipe move. He does the ultimate
Oh
swipe
yeah, I
move,
fucking hate this move.
which I
Goes the
found out
entire
the other
screen.
day. It says 2 hits when he pierces your armor because this specific move is only multi-hit on block. And since Avasa's armor is considered block, it actually breaks your armor, but displays only 2 moves. That's why it breaks armor.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
I
that.
literally learned that the other day.
This matchup is generally one that it kind of eludes me because I still haven't figured out how to deal with Beelzebub in general.
You
But
can.
also, yeah. This is the answer for every character. It's the answer
Right.
even for the
Exact
weight.
zoning.
It's just the answer for any zoner. You play patient. I mean, yeah, I get
Yeah.
it, but it's still not an easy matchup. That doesn't make it easier. Just even if you play matchup very very patient.
The thing is, Bubs is very much specialized in his like sort of zoning. That he has
Yeah,
like very extreme tools, but if you call outside his extreme tools, he kind of fumbles around. In the corner,
yeah,
he is like vulnerable because he's not gonna teleport out of the corner, and if he does, you can just call that out.
true. I agree. So yeah,
Uh, he is annoying if you don't have armor up. His DP is deceptively annoying to deal with. But if
oh
you have
yeah,
armor up, you're chilling.
yeah, true. Again, one of these matchups. I feel like if it really comes down to it, it could be even a slight lose because of all the stuff
I
that he
wouldn't say
does have.
I wouldn't say that personally. I played this matchup quite a bit.
I didn't.
Um
That's the point. I didn't.
yeah, so it's understandable. But again, you play patient, you dodge his projectile, you get the armor up. You might eat a little like you might eat one U slash here and there, but it's fine. You can if you put him in the corner, he's not doing it. Generally.
I mean, okay, I see the points. I see the reasons. Because, again, I have really no XP against Beelzebub in general.
That matchup is very sick. I love this matchup.
Rarely run into Beelzebubs in general. Like, even if you want to play against the Beelzebub, it's one of the most dying characters somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's move on to Anila, which I have a lot of experience.
this character is annoying. This character is
It's fucking
annoying.
annoying. Yeah, true.
You just have to block the sheep, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, the only move that definitely fucks Vaseraga is like heavy sheep and ultimate sheep.
The ultimate, the ultimate.
Those
Oh
the
my
ultimate
god!
sheep is like, yeah, look at this. I get a free chip damage in. Ha 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 ha
I get
ha.
in for free. I get in for
Again.
free, baby.
And yeah, she gets in for free, which is even worse.
And also her fucking to you, her sweep. Oh my
Oh
god,
god, this is
is
fucking annoying to deal
crazy.
with. I agree.
Her sweep is so outrageously big.
Oh man.
It's crazy.
The funniest shit is if you do call it out with like your 2 to you or with your stance and then go into, because this is the point, you can actually set up stance and go into this feet swipe. You clash sometimes you get more priority because it does more damage yours, right? As a higher clash level. But it can actually be pretty funny if you get it right and she's delayed on her action and then just to us to you, for example, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so funny when it happens. You get a feed swipe, you get your armor up, and then basically you win the neutral game because she doesn't want to deal with armor. Also, again, you need to just look out for the sheeps and threaten her a lot. Her
Yeah,
DP is
Vasplayer
not the best
definitely
one.
has the tools.
Yeah,
She
that's
has the
right.
tools.
She has the
She
tools.
is annoying though. She is annoying.
I love Anila as a character. I love her to death. But
I wonder
she's
why.
just she's just annoying to deal with as Vaseraga. It's like, oh my god, not another fucking Anila.
The matchup is
Why?
even though. I can't deny the matchup is even.
It is pretty even. I do agree. Could be even a slight, very, 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 very slight win for Vaseraga if you call out everything perfectly. A very, very slight win.
That's
Um,
pretty much any matchup then.
no. On Anila, I'm pretty sure it's a very, very, very slight in. The difference is just Vaseraga with armor has so much more to offer than Anila on far range.
Yeah, Anila is a dead character. No one's picking up Anila if they want to win the game.
This is so strange. I mean, she is a lovely character. She's playing really fun. She's a fun character to begin with, and she has tools as a range character. She has tools basically
She is
just
dead.
catered, basically
There is no
catered.
point in playing this character.
Yeah, but she basically has the tools to be in Vasaraga's worst matchup. But somehow I feel like even if she does
Because
have
she
the
sucks.
worst, yeah, she
Because
sucks.
she
She sucks.
sucks.
It's so sad to see this character being that bad.
Right, especially since she's a fan favorite.
She's a fan favorite, true. I mean, she's
Which is why-
obviously a fan favorite.
Which is why people play her.
And I do agree, it's a fun character. You should pick her up. She does have the real good tools, but in any other matchup, she would definitely struggle a lot.
Yeah.
I think she
Alright,
has
I
more
think we did
losable
get
matchups
some-
than winning. Yeah, but let's move on to Sandalphon. No,
so the
Sandalphon.
newest-
Sandalphon.
Newest character, I've played against this character like you have probably too.
A lot.
This last
Yeah,
2 days.
Yeah.
It's even. It's even. They both have their. Oh, Sandy phone. Hello, Kitsune.
Oh, hey, Kitsune, how are you doing? Sandyphone, yeah. Sandalphon. Sandal. The word sandal comes from sandal.
I've met a Sandy player who's pretty good at the game. Very nice guy. He thinks this is even too.
Sandyphone.
Sandy phone.
Sandyphone. Let's call him Sandyphone then. Yeah, but
Alright,
yeah,
so Sandy phone.
Sandyphone.
So he is. He has ways to get past armor. Except Jesus Christ, the damage.
Oh yeah,
The damage.
I've talked about it slightly on my representation of Sandalphon. This damage is out of this world for a character that new. I feel like this character has incredibly strong tools. He has against Vaseraga basically just 2 fireballs that work. This is the earth fireball in its entire range, as also the heavy fireball in his fire range. And it's like, okay, water doesn't do shit to me. I'm just standing here. Some people actually also said wind, and I'm like, where does wind actually get me out of my armor? Am I missing something? It's a fast fireball, but that's it.
Why does he take 20 more damage when he's in win? Genuinely. Why?
Because I mean,
I don't really see the point in him taking 10% more than the other forms.
it's most likely because of the air dash that he has. It gives him
But
an
it's not
additional
fast,
movement.
It's slow as fuck. It is slow as fuck. It's a stride.
I mean,
air
yeah,
dash. It's not a GBFVR dash. It's a stride air dash.
It was so funny. I've actually just set up for my armor, and then the Sandalphon in the last on Friday actually, he jumped and did the air dash, and I'm like, bruh, I see you coming. What do you expect me to do? Not swipe you from the air?
I get he's fast, but taking 20% more damage is.
Yeah, I do agree.
Especially since, yeah, he's very new, so he seems. But if you actually compare his kit to, other characters, other dominant characters like Catalina, like Grimnir,
Yeah.
he is not as stupid as these characters. He's very well thought out as a
Yeah.
character. He has clear weaknesses, clear advantages.
Yeah.
He's not stupid, broken. He's not. He's balanced,
In comparison, when I look into the matchups, Catalina and Grimnir, yeah, his poking tool is his far H. That's all that there is. His far M isn't really doing anything. The moveset that he has in general, I can only agree. It's not completely against Vaseraga. It's just like very strange, but balanced enough where I could possibly say Vaseraga's strength definitely shines through some of these. I feel like the worst attack that he can do is in his wind stance, because Vaseraga wins against this stance in general, right? his install, and his fireball is just faster. It's nothing really to particularly be proud of. He himself is a little bit faster, which is something that Vaseraga needs to deal with. But his attack patterns, the autos and everything is basically the same, right? So I'm like, I see the appeal of wind. I just don't realize why people would ever go into the wind stance just for the sake of being faster when Vaseraga destroys you in that stance.
He is a sitting duck. If he does air
Yeah.
dash and you do 5U, armored 5U, he is going to die.
Oh, of course, JU. We need to talk about JU of Sindelfon. That thing is that is a crime to humanity. Truth to be told, you're right. You're
That's
right.
the only one though.
That's the only thing that he really has against Vaseraga. This thing is actually a war crime with the range that it has. But yeah, I feel like the tools in general are not really bad. Because here's the worst, in my own honest opinion, or the one thing that I think most of the time is his Earth projectile. In other matchup, it doesn't work. In this matchup, it actually exceeds of what it is supposed to do, right? For against Vaseraga, because every in the corner in general to keep you away, to actually get rid of your armor in any way, shape, or form. Earth is the go-to element for Sandophone to win against Vaseraga, if anything. Fire is atrociously bad. It
I wouldn't
does.
say bad.
I mean, it's not
It doesn't come
atrociously
down to free on the projectile.
true, but I feel like really giving him a fireball in the mid version that only hits twice instead of 3 times, that takes away from the idea of this of fire doing more damage, right? So if you see a Sandalphone and you stance up or something, and your armor up, you stance something, it's not the biggest deal. I feel like it is a pretty even matchup.
It is even. I do think it's.
I
Even.
definitely also agree it's very even on Vaseraga Sandalphone.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Siegfried.
Move on to yeah, Siegfried. Okay, this character was all the way in the bottom before. They kind of just neutered his his conversions.
That is not my honest opinion. That is just what Nitronoir says. Also, hello, good evening, Xerox. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, we talked about it before. I actually just wanted to see what his deal is and what he thinks about it. I actually disagreed with it, and I told my reasons why. But we're already past Metera. So, Siegfried.
I can give you like a summary. Basically, Vas plays patient. You. Once he gets in, he wins. That is it. All right. It's tough to get a hit in with against Metera, but once he actually does, he just blows her up. Her defense, it's even at its best, but whatever. I disagree. As the Vaseraga player, I disagree.
I just wanted to hear his opinion. I mean, we can later on we can also talk about your opinions, but hey, right now we are just in the middle of the video and in the middle of the recording, and this will be most likely just a podcast for today, but still really fun thing to do. I like to talk about stuff like this, exchanging experience, and yeah, let's move on to Siegfried, because if we put it on longer, it will get longer.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So Siegfried, I haven't actually played against the new Siegfried. This is like my confession.
True, same.
So far, he just seems very neutered. In my opinion, he's still Siegfried, so he still has the stupid stuff.
Yep.
But he seems way toned down now, and just not being able to go into the Arcan.
Oh yeah.
As often as he can definitely feels like a favorable thing for Voss.
Another thing that I've just learned is that if he goes into the Orcans, like the stand stuff, right? He has like multiple things he can do from his shit. It's really low. I actually looked into my stream and it was pretty even. I mean, most likely because he is very unnoisy right now. I can change my own projectiles, projectine.
The projectile.
Yeah, my projectile, and make him a little bit louder.
Volume projectile.
The volume here is fine. It should be now fine. So yeah, my honest experience about this character is yes, they did something and they've definitely tuned him down, which is needed. This character was too powerful. Even in the last patch, he did too much things at
Yeah, no,
once, and he was
this
like,
character, yeah,
just I hated it. I hated this matchup. I hated it. Now it's more like
this,
I didn't even realize you can parry his like basically block his stance when he's going into the command grab. I'm like, what?
I've never seen that.
I never did that, and it works. No, I always the thing is I've always jumped over it because once I've seen it, I'm expecting it because it is such a good move, and now I know that just blocking helps more than anything. It's like a completely new world opened up. So I actually would go so far and say on the long range, it could be a little bit further down on the even line, almost on the space where La Diva is, because all the stuff that he has is good. In this matchup against Vaseraga, you play also very, very patiently. But once you are in the corner, you'll be in the corner, and then the RPS game starts, right? You need to call out specific items and specific shit.
This is definitely one of the picks I have the confidence in my actual
I
pick.
agree. I see the point, yeah.
I haven't played against the new Siegfried, so I might be completely wrong on that. So I put him in even just to be safe, you know.
It makes sense.
Also, again, I don't think Xerox actually like, but this is my tier list. This is not Heavy's tier list. This is specifically my Vaseraga matchup.
Yeah, keep this in mind.
So
This is his Vaseraga matchup tier list, not mine. So I have, of course, different opinions about all the characters. He has his opinions, and we're just going through because what triggered me the most, and this is why he made the tier list, is the shit that the Japanese people posted as a tier list. I just wanted to respond to that. It was like, what the hell, bruh? Nah, never.
bottom one boss is crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's Siegfried. That's all I have to say.
I see the points. Let me be honest. I see the points and why you put him this pretty still high, but kind of strange placement for me to honestly. I wouldn't just put him either on La Diva placement or Soris. I wouldn't say that it is a win matchup for Vaseraga, but all the stuff that he has is still good. Fireball is still stupid. The ultimate Fireball is even as worse. I'm like, I see it from both perspectives. Still even, or right now, at most even. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Lucilius, my hate matchup.
This character has to play the game now.
Yeah, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's very good. Thank you, Cygames.
Thank you, Cygames. You finally did something. You finally worked around this entire bullshit.
Play the game.
Yeah, there's nothing going, like, there's not anything happening other than, oh, I'm just backpedaling until I'm in my corner here and I'm
level 5 already.
Level
15
5
seconds
for
into
doing
match,
nothing.
level 5.
Congratulations. Now he needs to play the game. And I'm saying, fuck you, Lucilius. You deserve that.
Yeah,
fuck
he
you.
deserves that.
And I'm so glad that he
not
did
even
that.
bad. He's not even bad.
No, that's
People
the
are
point.
dooming.
Yeah, they do call him. This is like, oh, this character is nothing. He will never get to level 5. Well, if I'm playing just defensive game, of course I'm not getting level 5. You need to play the game, bro. Start playing the game, then you will be able to get to level 5. And it happens. It does happen. You don't need it.
This character, similar to Normaya, is pretty oppressive if you don't have armor.
Yeah.
I put him higher because he still has better tools than Normaya, I would say, against Vaseraga.
Yeah.
His projectile, you have to roll through it or block it. There's no other way around.
I still have a hard time to handle his mid-fire ball. I'm like, come on, bro. This is a meaty. I know that it's a meaty. I'm not sure what I have to do here, other than
he has
blocking.
setups too. The command grab is it's a jump scare. I never see the fucking grab coming.
It happens me. It grabs me all the time. It's like I've never seen it like as a starter, but I see it all the time in combos and shit because it's a combo ender.
Right. The teleport is also so hard to deal with if you don't have armor. It is actually so annoying.
You need to predict the overhead, which isn't really an overhead. You can basically just block it, but you still aren't able to do anything. right? Because you're too slow. And if you call it out, well, cool, but I don't recommend waiting on something that is just happening a few times. His teleport in the mid version, as also the light version, is what he mixes up very well. Because either you take the hitbox or you don't take the hitbox, and you're like, I'm just standing in your face, and then basically grab you, and you don't see it coming. And I have such a problem with the teleport to deal with.
The thing though, if you have armor, you react with.
Yeah, true. I mean, you react with something. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if he has the hitbox, right, with the armor stance, you can grab him back, or you can basically start a combo gameplay a little bit here and there. But I hate this matchup. I hate it with a passion, and
Yeah, it's definitely way more bearable. I had him all the way down to losing last patch. Now he has to play the game now.
that's the kind of the difference that I would say makes him worse. He needs to play the game now, and if he doesn't, then yeah, of course you don't get your blade level 5, motherfucker. You need to learn to play the game.
Yeah, before he could just sit in the corner. He could build all of the he could build up to level 3 before you actually like reach him,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And sometimes what
Now-
happens before was like you bait a BP, right? A brave counter. You then attack because you think you will never do another one, but they do another one. And like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Because they're
Yep,
so
this
afraid
is
of playing the
awful.
game. They were so afraid of playing the game, and now it's like, damn, I'm
His-
loving the nuke.
His reversal doesn't break armor though, which is the good thing.
That's the only thing that I would actually say is the funniest shit, because his Dragon Punch isn't really good. Even if you see it happening, if you see the mid version happening, right, or the heavy version, it's like 1, 2. All you need to do is just like spot dodge once, spot dodge twice, and then call it out with a light combo auto. It's like, oh my god, thank you. But yeah, it's definitely a downfall, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Same here. Fuck this character.
This character needs even more nerfs, in my honest opinion. This character shouldn't even be picked up. But okay, that's
okay. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Let's not go that part. Let's not go that way. I just hate this character with a passion, and I hate it with a real passion for anything.
Me with fairy, literally. Anyway, let's go to Eustace.
Let's go to Eustace.
Okay, this character is sick. First off, this character is sick.
I agree.
I really love Eustace.
This is a fun character. Even if I lose, I don't mind it. Because if the Eustace main knows what to do, I fucking love it.
They deserve it.
They
deserve to win.
He deserves to win, and he has the best projectiles in the game, and is still not really good as a character, which saddens me, because either you
He is good. But
he's a good character, but he is also so fucking cool and has so much swagger. And the rivalry between Eustace and Vaseraga actually shines completely through the entire fucking match. I love it.
I love that. Yeah, Eustace is really cool. He is a zoner, so if you don't have armor up, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Again, this is a patience check. You gotta wait in the corner, get your armor up, and then you can start, approaching.
Yeah, true. But even again, I can lose all day to Eustace, and I don't give a fuck.
He's so sick.
He's so sick. He's sick. He's just like, he's a really strong setup character, and you sometimes need to look into the setups that generally, right? He has like the mine setups, like the mine setup with the grenade setup and stuff, and you need to guess: will he grab me now? Will he do raging strike? What will he do? And then you're basically guessing all the entire time in corners and stuff. It is ridiculously hard to deal with. But
it's hard, but it's really cool.
It's hard and it's really cool. I like it. I don't hate Eustace. I should hate him, but I can't actually hate a character that has so much swagger, and it's like really fun to play against. Even as against of the opposing side, you're like, oh my god, I did forget about this. Oh my god, this setup was sick.
I do think it's even though, because again, like most zoners, if Vas gets in, he's just going to win now. Basically.
He also has one of the hardest fuzzies, that's true.
That's true. And Similar to, again, every zoner, he sits at the other side of the screen. If you interrupt him, he is in the corner, basically. So you
But
basically get corner pressure for free if you interrupt him.
but it's really hard because he has so much tools to keep you out. Like the grenades, just talking about the grenades in general. Like you have
He does.
the grenades to deal with. You have the shots that he has to do right, and his slow kill. Oh my god, this is so much shit on the screen.
The thing, though, is that you have your own busted projectile, the U one. It kind of deletes
Yeah,
most of Eustace's options,
but
so it's a good spot.
even so, slow kill ultimate takes care of your ultimate fireball.
Right.
Sadly, it's like
He has to predict it, though. He can't actually react to that.
yeah, true, but still, it's such a hard, strong fireball because it can even reverse the reverse, which is the funniest shit. He gets hit by your fireball, and you can get hit from behind his ultimate fireball, right? And you're like, that's not what I wanted, but we need to deal with it.
Right.
Kind of that funny situation. It shines with rivalry. I like this matchup as because it's just a destined rivalry between them.
I do as well. He's cool.
He's a really cool
let's just
character.
end, let's
Let's
just
go on
end
to
this.
Beatrix, the brainless one.
Okay. Okay. This is a complete 180. I fucking hate this character.
Really?
I despise this character.
I love
Oh,
Beatrix. She's cute.
I
She's an airhead.
okay, yeah, character-wise, he's fine, but in the game, oh my god,
The only thing
she
that
is like the
exactly.
easiest character to pick up, and she
Yeah,
just does everything. They give this character literally everything,
yeah, I agree.
and she was the only one to nerf the nerfs. To nerf the, to evade the nerfs. She is the only top tier that basically dodged the bullet. She
Completely.
Eustace shot her, and she just evaded it.
Yeah.
Every
I
other character got shot
she's now the
except her.
best character in the game. Like seriously, I'm like, what the hell did she? How the hell did she dodge that bullet? Everyone
She is
knows that this
definitely in the
character
top three.
is incredibly strong, but now she's even
Definitely in the top.
stronger. And it's like, what the hell were you thinking, Side Games?
She has Q2X, which is a crime against humanity, against Vaseraga. She just low profiles everything.
Yeah,
You have to call that out with 22XM, so you know the low stance move, or 22XU.
and
You
even
can't
that,
do
even that, you're
anything.
like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do here? Writing free is one of those options that is just such a good tool to begin with, but you see people when they abuse it, because it is such a good move, right? When you see the Beatrix that actually abuses it, how much they rely on 22U to 22X basically doing anything, and then you're like, yeah, I see the point, bruh. I know that 22UX is really good, but now I'm stopping you right here and
She
now.
has she has plus frames for days.
Oh
She
yeah.
does amazing damage. She has a fucking plus on block projectile and projectile. They gave her everything. They put Saul Bad Guy in the game, and but they didn't give him his best his coolest move. They put Saul Bad Guy in the game, but they didn't give him his JD.
Yeah, true.
So she basically is Saul, but with no sauce whatsoever. Fuck
Yeah,
this character.
I still love her. I still love her because it is annoying to deal with her 22X, right? It's definitely annoying, but I'm not sure if you know about this, but I've got taught a trick by one of the best Beatrix mains in Europe. Not sure if you know Beatrix the Void Bunny. Um,
I yeah, no, I don't. I don't know who this person.
Beatrix the Void Bunny stopped playing this game and does like own stuff, right? And shout outs to Beatrix the Void Bunny. Um, she taught me something I wasn't aware of, which you can do against Beatrix. It's about what is the other move where she's jumping in a upward downward motion?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
You can basically not block it and just do one simple step forward. Yeah, the 2-1-4. You can basically do one step forward and she's in the corner. Even even the heavy version, if you call it out perfectly and you don't get the
Random
first hit, you can just Yeah, exactly, Thunderbird. You
That's
can
one of the
go.
least egregious tools she has against Voss, definitely.
Yeah, true. But even Vaseraga and Versusia can just do a little step forward, and she doesn't hit anything. And she lands in the corner, which you can punish, which is ridiculously funny.
I will say though, this character's the Shoto that does everything right.
And she's
He
not
has
Shoto per
every
se. She is a rushdown. She's more rushdown than Shoto.
right. Okay, I guess so, but still, most of her kit just counters Voss. He can since she's still a relatively like well-rounded character.
Yeah,
Voss can still sort of cook if he calls her out.
yeah.
He can still do stuff.
I think the
Definitely,
worst contender as a good move that she has is her Dragon Punch. Like that thing is a really bad Dragon Punch in comparison. Like she does one hit on Vaseraga in stance, and you're like, um, okay, lady, thank you. I will punish you for this now, and you'll be down on the ground.
no one's really doing that though against stance. If it's a good Beatrix, they know not to do that.
Yeah, of course. But even if you do know about this, as you can bait it really much, really easy, like any other Dragon Punch, right? And the hitbox is atrocious on her Dragon Punch. So even running up to her and blocking right before her and something like that, and or running up to her and getting into mid stance with armor is like, yeah, I don't give a damn. She has generally good, also a really bad fireball. We need to talk about the fireball too.
It's like plus 30 on block, the medium one.
Yeah, but it's just does one hit. Like, okay,
I mean, yeah, but she has the H version for that. The H version is thrice, right?
yes, it does. But it's the only fireball that works against his Vasaraga stance.
Yeah, but she also, she has the variation for like pressure that makes her incredibly plus. It's so
Oh yeah.
annoying to deal with.
But the best part about her fireball is you can call out the mid version as also the light version pretty much, because they are pretty much, they like the mid version takes a lot of time to start up, and the light
I
version
guess so.
is also
You need armor though.
predictable. Yeah, of course, but you still get at least a knockdown.
Fuck that character. I hate Beatrix. I
I
hate
see the
this character.
point. Let's talk about the Belial brothers.
All right, Belial. Oh, okay. I had him in losing, in my previous version. Now he's in slightly losing because similar to
Mm,
Lucilius, he has to play the game
yeah,
now.
yeah, and he can't rely too much on his Goetia fireball, especially the ultimate one. If it whiffs, it whiffs.
You can interrupt it way more frequently now, which is
Especially, yeah,
so
this is
good.
the strangest thing because I think the light and mid version were very interruptible, but you need to call it out, right? And now you can basically interrupt even also the heavy version almost. I want to go so far, and I'm like, okay, that character got it because Goetia what
I'm
made
not
the
not
character.
he didn't get. I disagree. He didn't get guarded. He's still very good. Belial's design as a character, I feel like will never be bad in this game. They
Yeah,
made his
true.
skit so like good on principle that it would take a mountain of nerfs to actually make him bad. Belial's not staying out of like the top 15 at the very least. He's not staying out of the top 10 in my opinion.
Totally
He's
agree. Yeah.
still very much stupid in his own way, way less stupid than before.
What I
But
actually look
he's
forward the most in general is the fact that the M2M doesn't have as much pressure as it is supposed to have, as
it's
it had
-2
before.
unless of +2 now. That's thank God. Thank fucking God.
Thank God, and also the pushback is even further.
Why did he have that? Who decided to give him that and to keep him that way for like a year? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I had no idea whysoever because that move actually made him amazing. It-
He's still very good. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, true.
he has the tools to deal with Voss. His pressure is still dangerous. His pressure got nerfed, but it's still dangerous for Voss considering he has the worst frame data in the game. Um, it's still a hassle to deal with.
Yeah.
the thing that made him like move down to slight losing is ultimate projectile. Now he can't get,
Yeah,
in for free.
I agree. I mean, I'm happy about the Goetia changes. Way more punishable, way more predictable. I love that. The ultimate one isn't as life threatening anymore as it was as it was before the patch, right?
Right,
I'm like,
right.
oh god, that thing.
He could just throw that out.
Yeah, he can
He,
throw it out. And the only thing that you needed to do is walk in his face, basically waiting until you do that, and until he does the ultimate Goetia, and then hope for the best that you can spot dodge it properly. And he waited for specific moves for you to happen. As a Vaseraga main, it's like, yeah, okay, just we walk into your corner and see what's going to happen. Because I don't want
another
to deal with your
thing,
fucking Goetia.
I agree. Another thing is his DP actually works well against Voss's RPS.
Yeah,
2-2x you will have a tough time actually punishing the DP. You have to hold that for the entire time.
yeah,
Or else you're just gonna throw that too early and you're gonna get hit by the hitbox on.
I agree. I agree 100%. His I almost think this entire toolkit was just created to not only be good, but also be an answer to one of the worst characters in the game, especially Vasaraga, especially the Diva, right? These characters struggled a lot against Belial because of all the pressure
Yeah,
pools, things that he has, and like, oh god, I hate this character. I still hate
I
him.
don't hate him as much,
I hate him.
but
I hate him. I hate him. I dislike
he's still
Belial at all, completely.
he's still stupid.
He's still stupid, but I still hate this character
Way
for
less.
many reasons.
All right, let's move on to Lance.
Let's go to Milans.
Okay, so this is the only. Okay, actually not the only. He is one of the only two characters in this tier that there's no point in actually picking him up.
True.
Lance is just worse Seox in every way, except in this matchup, he actually does better than
This is the
Seox in my.
funniest shit, yeah. The only reason to pick up Lancelot is you want to have an answer against Vasaraga because Sioux doesn't have
Then
consistent answers.
if you want an answer against Vaseraga, you play like Catalina, you play like versus
I
play
mean, or
fucking
if
Lancelot.
you want to play a low tier character, I mean A tier character or something, or B tier, Lancelot is a really good choice, but he's a bad character to begin with. Why ever picking him up?
You can kind of just block his stuff,
Yeah.
except Lance has, unlike Seox, whose projectile, while good, can still be interrupted. Lance will just. You will not hit Lance behind his projectile
No.
as Vaseraga.
This is basically he hides behind his heavy ice ball, ice fireball, and you're like, what am I supposed to do against that shit? I can't
In
do
most
anything.
situations, in most situations, Seox's is better, but against Voss, it's worse because Voss can just swat him out of the air with 2-2XL.
Uh,
He can't do that against Lancelot.
exactly. Lancelot is a better character against Vasaraga and has exactly the tools equipped for
I
you to get crushed as Vasaraga.
I I didn't notice, but what I find funny is that Seox and Lance basically just mirror each other in on my tier list, except they're like in in 2 tiers apart. They're in the same spot, just 2 tiers apart.
I just
I
see it
find that
now.
very
Yeah,
funny.
true. Now that you mention it, true.
I didn't even mean to do that. That's fine. That's funny.
But the thing is,
Um,
yeah, Lancelot has the tools to basically, destroy your defense and destroy everything you want. You don't have actual really good tools against Lancelot. He is ridiculously fast, and most of
yeah.
his that hit he does, you need to predict. Even if you want to punish it, you need to predict it. This is the worst feeling that I ever had in a matchup, but the most confident I can be as this is definitely a not only a slight lose, it could be even worse, but
I'm not gonna say it's worse.
I would just say to make it real openly, I would say Lancelot must be on the Anray spot, and Anray and Cagliostro and Percival just slightly rotate down a little bit, and it would be perfect because then he would be the the third best character in the slight losing, while Seox is the third worst character in the slight winning.
I will say though, you can block most of his pressure. This is why this character is pretty bad. You can block most of them, and he's just not gonna have an answer
Yeah,
to
but
that.
he has
He's
like
just
so
gonna have.
many. This is the point of what I'm trying to say. He has like a huge in get out tool. which is almost
Yeah,
which is
he
ridiculously
has amazing
unreactable.
build,
He has an
amazing mobility for sure.
amazing ability. He has his Dragon Punch is a really strong, powerful mix-up.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
I
I
hate that
hate that
shit
so
move.
much.
I'm like, come on, side games, really?
It's a skill issue on my part, but I still hate it.
Yeah, same for me. But still, it's one of the moves where like, okay, he's ending up front me. Will he do his Dragon Punch? Of course not. He will actually do the overhead. Haha, lol. And when he does actually the overhead Dragon Punch, I'm like, will he do it right now? Yes or no? If the answer is no, well, just block it. If the answer is yes, still block it because 2H doesn't reach in time. And it doesn't even take care of the Dragon Punch. So he has a high clash level on that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck that game. Fuck this character. I hate Lancelot. I like his style and I like what they do with him, but I hate this character. But only as a matchup. I need to
right.
address that.
Yeah, same.
Let's go to
I feel
our
like
fiery
yeah,
ball, fireball
move on
ball,
to Percival.
Percival. Yeah, fireball Percival.
4H. 4H.
Atrocity, a fucking nightmare. This
4H.
thing shouldn't be in the game as it is. Every round you need to look out for far H.
The white man normal.
It's like, why, side games? Why? Every character needs to deal with this shit. True, but Vaseraga has it worse because I'm also the slowest character in the game, and I have a similar to 5H bar, but mine is not as fast as his. And I'm like,
Yeah,
why side games? Why did you decide to give this move to a character that is already good?
the fire carpet.
Yeah, I'm like, the fire carpet is one thing to deal with, the fireball on the ground, the light one is not really that big of a deal. The mid version is where it gets to fuck us Vaseraga Main
The H1
specifically.
is very annoying to deal with.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's annoying. It's fast. It's doing 3 hits at once, and I'm like, oh my fucking god! And then he has also get in tools, which are ridiculous, and you need to call out the right tool for him to get
yeah.
in. And
Literally unreactable area that is low.
that is the low blow. That's a fucking low blow. And not only that, he has a crush move on that shit, right? He can go in and crush your attack because it crush your block and then basically go from there and start his entire I will keep you in the corner of shit right now, right? And he has also a low move, which again doesn't give him any benefit, but it gets him a knockdown, and then he can start another part of the pressure. I'm like, oh come on, game. This is
This character
bullshit.
also, against Vasraga specifically, gets his fire stock more
Yeah,
often
way more.
because Vasraga is the slowest character in the game. He has to call that out with a stance with the low stance move.
Yeah,
Other than that, if he's full screen, Percival can just guarantee a fire stock, and yeah, he's chilling.
yeah. He's
Especially
basically
after
playing a
projectile.
It's like he's playing a completely different game that you were used to other characters that can basically do on range something, but you're not
I
used
wouldn't
to
say
this.
that. I
That,
still wouldn't say that
the
because
thing is
he's
that what I'm saying is he's playing the baiting game and waiting game in the corner to stock up his attack buttons, right, to make more damage, which other characters can do, right? Any other character like Siegfried can't do that. He never uses his fire in like his dragon blood install because in the end, what good does it do to him except taking him down a little bit of a notch of a damage, right? Percival gets that shit on Vaseraga almost for free just by using his heavy fireball.
alright, and the fire carpet.
Yeah. And I'm like,
That shit
okay,
is
this
crazy.
matchup is definitely not a fun matchup for Vaseraga. And it's not
I
only
will
because
say though, I've played this matchup a little bit
I also
against
did.
similar master ranked players. I usually win, but I usually win because they don't know the matchup.
Yeah. The only thing that you have above them is how they approach the matchup. And I also feel it too on Persephone. If they play not the matchup as I expected, like the one way to play the matchup to win, I'm like, okay, this could go either way. 50-50 for me, 50-50 for him, who knows? Like, or 50-55, something like that.
His DP is not that good against boss stands.
I talked about it last week. This Percival Dragon Punch is like, what are you trying to do with this?
I still think it's generally fine, but there will be moments where he's just going to like explode.
The only Dragon Punch that consistently works against Vaseraga is his ultimate one.
Right.
The heavy one has this little slow startup where he's running forward, and you're like, okay, I use my command stance, bruh, just saying that I would just kill you right now for doing that, and he's not even invincible. You can't even grab him out of it if you feel fancy and shit.
Right.
And the other one, mid version, is slightly worse, but doesn't have the maximum amount of invincibility, and it takes way longer for him to start up. And the light version, we don't even talk about the light version.
Right.
It's an anti-air.
That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Far Reach is a crime. Fire Carpet is a crime.
It's not a crime,
This
but
is
it's definitely something that where he gets his install for free.
yeah. He just puts you in pressure. He puts the carpet, and you're like so stressed. You have to get out of there.
Yeah.
So it forces you to kind of pick an option in which Percival has the advantage in.
Yeah.
That's basically what Fire Carpet does. It puts you on a timer and basically tells you, okay, you've got to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is always on the advantage of Percival because he expects you to pick an option and can counter it
Appropriately.
appropriately. Yeah, yeah. That's basically all I want to say. I think we can move on to CAG now.
Yeah, I actually also think we can move on to CAG.
All right, this is probably the character in slight losing that I'm the least confident in. I think this matchup could go in even. You could make a case for me to put that in even, personally.
I disagree with even actually, because she has the most atrocious tools to keep you out. And in my honest opinion, because of all the traps she can set up, as also her heavy, like her far heavy, that thing is atrocious. Like it even can hit you out of the air, which is ridiculously stupid. The last hit, if it hits,
It is.
is
She has
it's
very
stupid.
good tools.
She
She has
has
very
the
good
good she
tools.
has good tools, and she is also a good character in general, right? She's still,
The thing is,
I think she's still an A tier, S tier, A tier. Some actually say
the thing
S.
is, Voss has his own benefits in this matchup. His stance will deactivate any trap. Even if
True,
you don't put the armor up, you step on the trap, it deactivates.
because you have
He
a hitbox
has
on that. True.
yeah, he has ways to get around teleport. You call that out, and it's going to cost a lot to the Cagliostro specifically compared to other matchups.
Especially in the corner. Oh my god! If she tries to teleport out of the corner and you call it out perfectly, she will get into a fucking huge combo, and that is what makes this a little bit more bearable.
The reversal is not good now.
No,
It's Giga minus now. She just again blows up if you block that. Um, she is tricky. She's definitely one of the matchups that you have to lab against. You
you
have to know the matchup
you know.
for it to be, playable. But once you do, I definitely could see a case where this is even because Voss has his own advantages in it. Tag has her own advantages, and while she may have possibly the better side of the neutral, she has better side of offense
Mm,
maybe. Voss can still cook. He can still do stuff. He can still call stuff out. He
yeah,
has his own
yeah,
unique advantages.
yeah.
Still, I put her in slight losing because she is very tricky to deal with.
I do
In
agree.
general, the spear that comes out of the ground is my nightmare.
Same.
I sleep when I go to sleep and I have a nightmare. This move pops up in my head.
True, because the only version that can actually hit him from the entire stream is her heavy one. The light and mid version can only hit until certain spots, but never in the full screen. But especially the light version. Light version only hits like almost half the screen, and it's still kind of a nightmare. If you know where the traps are, you know which versions she will use. But you also never see it coming, and even if you jump over it, you will be caught because it's supposed to be kind of a fireball. And I'm like,
It's also like extremely safe.
it
You
is
can
extremely
spot
safe.
dodge, and you will not get any room to breathe. Like
Yeah,
you will dodge it, and you're immediately back into like dealing the zoning.
yeah, yeah.
She can throw that out for free.
And she has also this alchemy stone that she can throw in your face just for this, just for you to just spot dodge the fucking pillar. And I'm like, uh-huh, okay. And then you get caught by the trap, and it snowballs to some degree, right? And you're like, oh my god, this matchup is definitely not a winnable, in my honest opinion. I do
It
agree
is
with
not.
the ploys. It's not pleasurable. It's not a fun matchup, and
I kind of have fun with it until she brings out FH. That's
that shit move is like so stupid. Even if you spot dodge it, it is so unsafe to react in various ways.
it's a fun matchup until she brings out the FH.
I only
Literally.
like Cagliostro because if she blocks too long, she starts cursing. She starts
I
cursing
didn't know
and
that.
swearing. I love
I,
that.
I didn't know that.
She does, and it is more you can actually listen to it. She actually sometimes says asshole. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
That's
bro.
crazy. I know that's a man inside, but still.
Yeah, she is in the English dub. She actually starts swearing and calls you asshole and shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro.
because that's only your facade. Like,
I know. It's the funny gimmick of this character. She isn't as nice as she looks and cute. She is actually a menace.
yeah, that's a man in there, by the way. That's not a girl. That's a man, actually.
I didn't know that, but now it makes more sense where she's calling
Ba-
people asshole.
basically, it's like one guy that wanted to be like the cutest one, I think, or something, and so he thought, okay, I want to be a woman because they are cute and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
I
that's why
think
he made himself Cagliostro. That's why
that's why
this
he
is
made
where the
himself a
swearing
lolly.
comes from. I get it now. It makes more sense. Okay, that is a fun part. Okay.
Anyway, I think we can move on to Aura now.
Yeah, okay. Andre, I have no experience. Let me be honest. I have
This
no fucking experience against Andre. In last
this guy
patch,
has the tools.
I mean,
This
yeah,
guy has the tools to deliver us.
on
He
the
has
greatest bait of
zoning. He has good multi hits. He has the parry, which, while not amazing by itself, will just kind of go through stance. You know, you have to go for a command grab to beat parry.
mm,
He basically has the tools to deal with us pretty efficiently. Aura is a very good character that nobody plays because nobody wants to play the Pringles man,
which is
but
strange
he
because
will
he's a strong
actually
character.
he will rock your shit.
Yeah. He's also one of the strangest parry generals. Like, you need to lap this matchup quite a lot, and even with all the lapping, the possibility for you to find someone who's playing this character seriously is so low.
Right, yeah, definitely. Which is why it's kind of hard to tell. You have to ask our Raymains what they think about the matchup
Yeah, you
to
need to
get
know.
to get
You
a
need to
good
ask
grasp.
them. It's one of those
Which
matchups. Again,
good luck finding an Aura.
I have no clue about this matchup. It's one of the stupidest matchups in general. So yeah,
He has the tools. That's all. He has all the tools to deal with us. That's all I know.
I can only agree to this part because I know that he has a range attack and generally good range attacks. He has like
Yeah,
really good
very
tools
good.
to destroy your armor in mere seconds, milliseconds to be exact. You need to call a lot of stuff out. He doesn't have a dragon punch, but he has like three different versions of one parry, and it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? No clue. Let's move on to 2B. I have a little bit more
Right.
experience with that one.
All right. I'll let you talk first then.
Okay, my experience is where she is in your tier list is actually completely right. And the reason is she has still the parry, which is really hard to get. She has also all the tools to keep Vaseraga in a loophole. Her, and this is another case of Percival's far heavy. This far heavy is a crime to humanity, and it leads into combos, like
Yeah,
seriously fucking combos, which
he
you
should be
will
put in
lose.
present.
Yeah, you lose this matchup far by a fucking break.
He is an outlaw. He is an actual outlaw in this game.
Yeah, she's basically, yeah, she has all the tools to make your day bad. if you had a good day, keep in mind if you find a 2B in your matchup chart, as in ranked or anything, she will fucking rock your world and basically say, no, you don't have a good day today.
From the output I've gotten from multiple players, this character is a crime against humanity,
It is.
and it's crazy how she slips under the rug. But this character is low-key crazy.
Yeah.
She's in the top 5 contender right now.
It's like, yeah, because she has the tools that she has, right? She
She
has the
has she has vast range, except she's fast.
yeah, and she's the fastest character in the game with her dash. Keep that in mind. She is in the entire game the fastest character, and she will be in your face at least once or twice in mere milliseconds. And you
With
need to call it
amazing
out
range.
with amazing possibilities.
And she is so easy to like actually do combos with and stuff.
Yeah,
She is very accessible as a character, despite her being she is very simple.
yeah.
Uh, she will do her job, and that job is to succeed in this game.
This is the strangest thing ever because yeah, she already had really good tools to begin with, but now she also has tools to win against any character of the game. Range attackers, no, you're not getting in out of range. No, 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 no. She's in your face in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
One
she can
mistake,
fucking
just one
counter
wrong.
hit
Yeah, yeah.
with her far H. Like, why can she do that?
Not only her
Why?
far H, her 2H is even worse because she has an entire hitbox around herself with that shit. Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
the fucking erect sword.
Yeah, shoo boof. It's like a Ganondorf to a heavy smash. It's like, what the flying fuck?
Who put Ganon but good in my game?
I'm like, bro, I can let a lot of things slide, but this is ridiculous. Having such a huge range, even if you jump behind her to some degree or you teleport behind her, you can still get hit by that move because it is that strong.
2B is a war crime against humanity.
The entire character should be not in the game as she is.
I like
This
2B
is a
though.
crime. This is a crime. Like
I like the character though.
I like her too. I like her style and I like her character design because they actually nailed it. But bro,
Yeah, she needs a nerf.
one, she needs multiple. Just saying for you to understand how much she is a good character and how much how much power we're talking about. This is a crime.
All right, I think we can move on to Vayne now.
There's
It's
nothing
time.
else. There's nothing to talk. Shield. That's all. Thank you. Let's go move on.
Far Age.
Yeah,
That's
good.
it.
Far Age, and Shield. It's also Wild Beat. Like
Oh yeah, this character sucks ass, but holy shit.
he is
I
the
feel
worst
so
character
bad.
in the game, and then
I feel so bad losing to this character.
yeah, because he is the worst character in the game, and then you give him all the tools basically equipped just for Vaseraga. I'm like, why?
I'm
Why?
like, shit, why am I losing?
Why am I
Why am I
losing against a shit character like this? What the flying fuck did you think about this side games? I am confused. I have no answers for this character. All he needs to do is put up a shield, basically
You
does
want to ult
his
fireball.
yeah,
You want to use your ult fireball a lot.
from time to time. It's like, oh yeah, okay, fuck you. This is bullshit. And then even the alt fireball isn't safe because if he's legitimately hiding behind that shield, like further behind, just in the range to hit you with his stupid smash attack, what I'm not sure what it's called. I'm like, uh-huh. So how I'm supposed to get in here? Let me in.
Yeah, I feel like Shield is only good against Vaseraga specifically.
It is the point. The shield doesn't do what the player base expected. If they would buff shield, it would definitely be Vasaraga's worst matchup. If they give it another hit,
Literally.
right? If they give it another hitbox or hurtbox or anything, like a secondary HP for something, it would be Vasaraga's fucking worst matchup. But it would actually help him, Vayne specifically, to climb up the ranks, that his shield actually is doing something against any other character.
Literally, the whole roster just goes past it.
Yeah.
Ladiva just hilarious through it, doesn't really care. Voss just has to take it, bro. He has to
Yeah.
take the punishment for
The only
everybody.
thing, the only
He's
thing
like the
that,
meme. He's the meme where he just covers everyone.
yeah, it's just like basically Vaseraga. The only thing that can ever happen in any way, shape, or form is if you get one step in and the shield breaks, right? And Vayne struggles against armor in itself, except Wild Beat, right? If you call out the Wild Beat and you get rid of the shield, yeah, he's done for. But anything else is like, oh, this is a rare situation. It's so rare. You could basically play the lottery and win.
It's kind of like Lancelot.
Yeah,
Both characters are ass, but they're good against Voss.
yeah. This is one of these cases, 100%. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Vayne because we
Alright,
just mentioned three things and everything is talked
fair enough.
about.
Alright, so I'm gonna go actually in reverse order here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
please.
talk about Lil Wayne first.
Yeah, Mario Party the
This
game.
fucking Sonic Shuffle ass character. I'm not even saying Mario Party because Mario Party is a good game. Lil Wayne is not a good character. Lil Wayne is Sonic Shuffle.
This is one of the situations. Bad character, but has the tools to work against Vaseraga. That's the point.
This this guy is a gimmick master,
Yeah,
but Voss just can't get in. He can't get in, bro.
I think the worst contender for this character is even if you know that he
Like,
will
what does
backdash,
Ledgel do?
like you have
What does
so many
Ledgel do?
characters. You have so many characters with a somewhat decent, backdash, and you still can catch them, right, with your ultimate command grab. He's running further.
He's just running away. He's just a
He's like
JoJo character.
he's legitimately running away. He's legitimately backdashing, and it's like it could be one pick, it could be two. I'm not sure how much it is, but
Voss
he's
can
running past
literally
that grab and like,
Voss's run literally can't outrun Lil Wayne's
no,
back run.
this is so stupid. This is so stupid. It's gimmicky. It's funny. I like Lorraine as a character. Like seriously, his
Yeah, me
design
too.
is amazing. He's fucking funny as hell. Especially
He
the
is.
the things that his brother says.
The
Like,
fourth wall break.
oh my god. Oh, Lorraine is dead. No, no, wait. He's. Oh, what did they say? Lorraine kicked the bucket. Oh no, he's alive. It's
Yeah,
the
that character is
funniest shit.
funny. That
This
character is
character.
funny until he makes me want to rip my hair out. Now then he's not funny.
He makes me rip my hair out that I don't even have, right? It's kind of that situation. But
Damn.
I love to play against him because of the funny jokes, the funny stupid things his brother says.
Then
Like,
you
no
actually have
wait,
to play
kick
the
the
matchup.
bucket. Oh no, no wait, he's still alive. So funny.
This character just he just eats on your
Yeah,
ass. He
this is
just
all he
opens a
does.
plate. He cooks up a gourmet meal while you have to deal with all of his own. You are in the trenches. You are in World War II.
Yeah,
This guy is just on a nice barbecue meal. He's just doing his own thing.
you have to deal with his Catalina bot. You have to deal with his brother still on the field, and
The
then in the meantime,
missiles,
the missile.
the
Oh, the missile
fucking
is so
missiles,
fine, bro.
the
I mean, yes,
brothers
slow
are
startup, but this is the best tool. It.
the U brothers.
Oh
Literally, just
God,
Jesus Christ.
doing 3 hits immediately. You can't do anything about it.
It's so fast too. This character, this matchup specifically is like Sisyphus. Like you're just pushing the boulder up the
Yeah,
mountain, and then you just come all the way back down every single time.
yeah, yeah. Every time when he does something, you need to be afraid that it is the right thing, and you need to guess also on the brothers. I mean, you have legitimately visual aspects and stuff. For
You just
example,
block low
yeah,
against the
yeah, you
brothers.
block low. Um, but if you want to jump and in the same time he actually presses one of the brothers, the high brother that jumps, right? You're like, how? How does this keep happening to me that I just want to do something while I'm jumping, for example, right? And the brother comes in and stops your attack, gives him a little bit more time to react in any way, shape, or form, and then you're like, ah, yeah, fuck that, Mitch. This is bullshit. I, I want to hate this character, but I love his style and I love what this character is about.
Fair enough. I think it's time to move on to the one I shall not name.
The Voldemort of this game for Vaseraga. And
I
I think we need to only say one thing, and that is GG.
that I hope that bomb just burns in hell for all eternity.
Yeah.
GG, shut the fuck up. You're not cute. I hate you. I hate you, Fairy. Fairy Saint. She's an F tier for Fairy, bro.
I
I
mean,
hate that character so much.
yeah, I'm pro fairy for the buffs, but I'm against fairy contra fairy when it comes down to the matchup because people say you
Literally,
just need to lap this one thing against him. Like, nope, nope, I do not. Only just need to lap this. This character has the tools to keep me out.
I genuinely want to understand why people who don't play this character want this character to be good. Genuinely, do you want to have to deal with her bullshit?
Nope.
Do you want to deal with Vanilla Fairy? I don't think you do.
Mm,
I don't think you do, brother.
it's kind of
No,
the callback. Yeah, I feel like that's true.
no, this character's and now she's finally good. And now I'm just like, okay, okay, bro. I told you
This
guys. I told you guys.
this matchup is the least amount of
It's
fun
so
I've
ass.
ever had in any fighting game because all she does
It's like
is poking with her far M, poking with her far H, right?
JJ, JJ,
And
JJ,
throws out
bro.
GG all day long, and I'm not capable of doing
You just have to
anything.
hold it. You just have to hold it.
Yeah,
That is literally the only thing you
rolling
can do.
in is unsafe as fuck because in the end she still has her mid range as also her far range heavies and attacks. And like, how am I supposed to get in if all she does is like linger between three bottom tier attacks that any character could take care of in some way or other? And Vaseraga is incapable of doing that. And now they also changed the hurt box on her mid five M, right? They've changed that. And like,
Right.
they've changed also the clash level, which means it clashes now with a fireball.
This matchup was miserable before. It's even more miserable now.
It's more miserable, and I do agree. I hate fairy as a matchup character. I try to avoid all the fairies if
I
as much
don't.
as I can. I just hate
I
this
don't.
matchup in general.
My ass will play the set no matter what. I am never declining the set. I'm always running it because I don't want to just one and done people. That just feels so dirty.
Yeah, I don't
Even if
I
it
don't do
just
that
even
too,
doesn't
but
get
you
right.
know, it's one of the matchups that I vehemently try to avoid because Fairy has now better tools and is now a better character. And before
Yep.
she had also this 50-50 reset combo, which was completely bullshit. And I'm like, if you never get it or you never see it, of course you don't know how to react to this stuff.
Right.
It's one of those
This game
things.
just uh, I feel like I want to move on because I'm just gonna have this character.
Okay, let's talk about Catalina, which I guess I have more experience against Catalina than you.
I have a fair bit, but yeah, you probably have more.
Yeah. Um, so basically, yeah, this is for Xerox. I think he knows the weaknesses of Vasaraga more than anyone because he calls every weakness out. And Catalina is not fun to play against, seriously. Yes, she has the
Yeah,
far fireball, she has the ultimate fireball, but I don't care about the fireballs as much I care about her poking range. Like, they are fast, they are precise, they have
she
the
has Vaseraga range, but like twice the speed on
at minimum,
her normals.
at minimum. Like, I feel like the worst contender is that when she uses her far age by accident, if I jump, you still get caught by the far age. I'm like, what the flying fuck?
Yeah, she literally can anti-air with,
Without using anti-air, I'm like, uh-uh.
and then you literally cannot use tackle a single time in that matchup. That
Nope.
move is forbidden in neutral. You
The
only use tackle for combos, and that is it.
the only time, and this is the only time when you can use tackle, if you ever have the audacity to try heavy tackle to get in as a mix-up tool, that kind of works, but it is also incredibly risky because you just on far
Literally,
range is like just spot dodge the second hit. That's it.
he hits you once, and you're in the corner.
Yeah.
They tried to nerf that. She still has it.
Yeah, she
You get hit
has.
once by the. You're in the corner. You get called out in. What? No. Vaseraga pressures Catalina in the corner. Catalina calls out one of Voss's options. Now Voss is in the corner,
Yeah,
but on the other side.
yeah. This is so. This is so. They've tried to nerf it.
This
It's
is,
still too strong.
uh, as you can see in the bottom three worst matchup for Voss,
Mm,
every character can put him in the corner immediately.
yeah, yeah. Luane can do that
And
very
that's
easily. Catalina can do it very easily. I thought
I
they've
was
nerfed
mostly
it, but
talking about I was mostly talking about Grimnir versus Sia and Catalina, but yeah, Voss just struggles so much against these three characters on defense.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not even funny. He has so little tools to deal with. You can't try to do alt command grab except Catalina has the range to just outrange it.
yeah.
There are some pressures here where you can't use ultimate command grab because she's too far away. You literally just no incentive to
I agree. I agree. Um,
her projectile free hits. All right, I mean
the
her H
let's
one.
keep it real. Also, her mid version of this projectile is ridiculously fast, and you need to predict it. You need to look out for it. Will she use it right now? Yes or no? And then she still, because it's the mid version, she still has the cooldown for the heavy version. I'm like, will she do it? Yes or no? And if she will do it, how can I go against that?
Just have to like spot dodge, I guess, or roll.
There's
You
you
get roll
can
through.
you can be the most patient player in this on this game, and Catalina will just win by default because this matchup is ridiculously stupid to play at.
Yeah, can't
Don't get me
really
wrong,
outrun her. Like yeah, it's really fucking tough. It's bottom
it's
three matchups for Voss in my opinion.
honest opinion. Yeah, I do agree. Bottom three, definitely one of the matchups he has no chance of actual winning. It is
She bait. I will not say that because in this game any character, but um it's definitely top bottom three most
yeah,
difficult
yeah,
ones to win.
yeah.
She basically is better Vaseraga, except she doesn't have armor and she has weaker damage.
And the
But
worst part is,
utility
even
wise,
if you put up your armor, she has her barrier. The barrier is one
yeah,
of the movesets where I'm like, why though?
you can't even grab it like safely because she can still attack out of it.
Yeah.
So
The only thing you
what do
can
I?
do with it is basically try to bait it and then get a command grab in. That's the only thing you can do. But even that is very risky.
But that in itself is a bad thing because you Vas always has to second guess himself.
Yeah,
Even on offense, Vas always has to second guess. Is she going to barrier? Is she going to DP?
yeah,
Do I just drop my offense and then Carolina just goes back in again?
yeah. And then you're basically giving up your turn and say,
Yeah,
"Hey, here
because
you have your turn back. Do whatever you feel
you
like."
always have to second guess yourself at Vasraga. So even Carolina basically has the better like advantage
Yeah,
in every category. In neutral, she has better neutral. She has better defense. She has better offense.
better pokes, faster character, general neutral game.
The
I
only
hate
thing
this
she doesn't
matchup.
have is the only thing she doesn't have is damage compared to Vasraga. I mean, she still does
Oh,
good
this
damage by
is where I
herself.
need to say you're quite wrong because she brings the damage over time. And because of all the callouts, I feel like she has the advantage over Vasaraga, even with damage.
Even in
Because
damage,
even
you
in
would
damage,
say.
she does 9,000 damage in the corner with just an SBA combo. She's taking half your life away if she is in the corner with you together. Like,
I mean,
no
to be
joke.
honest, that's a lot of characters from an SBA. A lot of characters will get 9K. Um, but I guess I see it
This is
anyway. We need to go over Versusia now. I think
okay. Okay, let's talk about Vesusia.
I thought this wasn't that bad, and then I fought a good Versusia,
Mm.
and then I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man, how do I
You
deal with this?
you have no deal to get your armor up. All she
Yeah,
does need to do is wait for you to do it, and then she snipes you with her far age, with a heavy fire pillar.
her and Grimnir. are the characters that with 50 meter, they shut down anything Vas can do
Yeah.
in neutral. Which is why I think they're the bottom two matchups for
And
him.
I think also the worst part about Vesusia is even if you get her into corner, if she gets her Dragon Punch right, she carries you back to the other side. And then you're in the corner.
Granted, she has one of the worst defenses in the game,
True.
but getting in is the issue here. You can't actually just get your armor for free. You have to get a knockdown, because otherwise she
If
can
you
just
get
snipe you
if
with
you get
a feller or
one
U feller.
knockdown, the match might be in your favor. Might be. While I say even if she runs away, you have at least tackle to get in and nothing shuts down your tackle except ultimate pillar, right? So that is a kind of a plus. Any
The thing
option
is,
then,
she
yeah,
corners to corner. She does corner to corner easily. She does
yeah.
very good damage. Her SBA will put the cutscene even from full screen.
Yeah.
She has fucking her 2M. Do we talk about her 2M?
No, not yet, but we can talk about it if
Her
you want to.
2M is 1 frame faster than Vaseraga and is
Eh,
like twice the fucking reach.
twice? I almost think three times. I
I
think
was
she.
about to say that, but like
It's like,
I
bro, who came up with this 2M and actually said we can
the
let
fuck
it stay like this and it's fine?
she has the white woman kick in fighting games. Jocko has it in Guilty Gear. Uh, she has it, bro. She has the fucking woman kick.
It's like every character struggles against this 2M because it is one of the furthest 2M you've ever seen. Even Lucilius isn't as atrocious as an attacker, right? This 2M,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
And
Christ, this is like the tool to basically start any combo.
this character, similar to Catalina, does everything Voss can, but just kind of better in this matchup.
Yeah,
She has similar damage. She has just an immaculate fucking neutral compared to him. The
yeah,
only part where Voss sort of wins is in defense. He has better defense, but even
yeah,
still, it's a
true.
struggle. Because, oh my god, I didn't even talk about her offense. I didn't even talk about her offense versus
Let's
he has
just keep
plus frame.
focus. Yeah, let's keep focusing
Jesus
first on
Christ.
the defense a bit
All right.
because her defense is definitely tremendously bad, but her only real good move, somewhat, is also kind of a 50-50 for her, more 50-50 for her, because if you have armor up and you go try to get in, all she does with the Dragon Punch is jump over you.
I guess.
Yeah, it happens. It happened to me often that I go in with armor, they use their Dragon Punch for the first time because they don't know it, and they think it's a command grab. It is not a command grab. It's just jumping, and you can get a command grab from it, but you know, they jump over, and then I'm like, okay, thanks for the jump. I will punish you for that one. At least get a 4,000, 5,000 combo hit in, something like that, or even 6,000, depending if I have meter to spend, right? And yeah, can happen.
The thing, the thing with this character is that generally Voss's game plan from the other zoners apply, except Versusia has 17k health.
Yeah,
She can take a beating.
yeah,
Uh, she can take a couple grabs. She will not feel the damage.
no,
And if you get hit, you are now in the corner and you have to deal with her fucking plus on block everything.
yeah,
He just does not let you breathe.
no,
I don't even know the ABR sequences. I don't know when you can actually interrupt her.
same,
I've played a whole set against a very good Versusia. They I could not get out of the corner ever.
no,
She does not jump. She does not need to jump. She just pressures her. She just pressures you with her fucking gargantuan moves that are plus on block. You cannot do anything.
no. Especially 2M keeps you in the corner. Like this is again an atrocious move to begin with. Her 2M is like offensively one of the best tools that a character like her wants. She got it, and that's why she is so good because the 2M it outranges almost every other character by default. And if you
Yep.
connect it, congratulations, you get a free combo. You connect it, you
Yep.
get a free combo.
You're in
It's
the
like
corner now.
you're in the corner, you get a free combo. You're basically saying, fuck. And the hitbox is atrociously high also for a 2M. It's not like on the ground, it's just like a mid-high combo. It's like a high combo starter. If you can catch a jump, I mean, it's good for her, right? It's like, I get my combo and I start something now, and you'll be looking into your depleting HP pool.
Similar to Voss, the way she kinds of combos in the corner, she uses ult skills, which is better than using an ultimate. Because if you use ult skills for your main damage purpose,
Hmm.
you actually keep meter for later.
Yeah.
Unlike SBAs or SSBAs, she just hits you for like 8k, and
Minimum.
she still has all the meter in the world to harass you with, and you're still in the corner, you still have to deal with the pressure. It's like the meme when it's like the fucking woman that comes up to the guy and like it's 4 a.m. but still pegging. I don't know if you will not get out of this pressure, bro. As Vaseraga, you can just throw in the towel. It's over, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
I'm
actually a fucking war crime. This character is top 3 in the game, in my opinion. And I hope mm, this character doesn't get picked up. This character doesn't get more players.
she is still kind of rare, but I think since the Psy Game Cup where Gamera won with her, like most of the time in the top 8, she will be picked up more often. Especially since she has quite amount of tools that basically destroy the entire cast. And then also she is, keep in mind, she's a big body character. She is a fun character to play. Don't get me wrong. I love to play Vesusia from time to time. And big body character, big body damage. It feels like whatever you do, you will be at least seeing one or two Vesusias in the higher rank of top players, and they will get the tools out. They will freaking kill everyone on the screen. It's like this character can nuke so much without asking.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I've ranted enough about this character.
Let's
We
do
can
the
move on
last character now. Let's
to
talk
okay,
about
this guy.
Grimir, the Chinobio.
This guy, bro.
Mm,
Similar to Versusia, he has not good defense.
yeah,
But again, similar to Versusia, he just wins neutral.
yeah,
His offense, you cannot fucking interrupt this guy.
yeah, yeah,
You try to put armor up from full screen, he has all the time in the world to react with his 50-meter fucking lariat that is like 20 hits,
and it's so
gets
fast.
refunded, literally gets refunded because it's an old skill that
Yeah,
is used on the spot, so he gets meter back for hitting you with it, and he gets a full combo from it, and you're in the now.
yeah, yeah,
Cannot put
yeah.
armor against this
No,
character
no,
unless you get a knockdown. But you have the reach disadvantage. Grimner has better reach than Voss. His buttons are better. He has similar frame data, except he has better reach.
yeah,
He has the best mobility in the game. He has 50/50s on day. Vaseraga has to settle with RPS, whereas Grimner is straight up just 50/50s.
yeah, yeah. It's like um, he's is basically putting you in the corner, and then you need to deal with like the seals. You need to deal with like his fireballs. You need the fireball in itself is like legitimately just a meme
Yeah,
tool, but it is so good.
yeah.
The heavy
It's so
fireball,
good at everything.
it destroys your approach. It destroys your hopes in general. Um, and even if you call it out perfectly, you still have to deal with like him having still somewhat of a dragon punch that is very fast and anti-air you, and you can't block it. The
It
seals
is
in
still
general,
bad, but holy shit. This
yeah,
character
the
just
seals just
wow.
the seals in itself keep Vaseraga so much on block. And even if all the seals are gone after his entire bullshit of chip damage that he can does, you need to still think about what will he do next. Will he jump in? Will he jump do the overhead? Will he actually grab me? Ah, And then even
This
if he
character is
does
a
grab
headache.
you, this is a headache. This character is definitely a headache. So and now that we talk about it more, I actually wasn't convinced, but now I'm way more convinced that you're right.
He
This matchup
literally does everything Vas tries to do, but better. He
and
he has mobility on days. He will fucking stall in the air while you just watch him wiggle the stick and you just watch him do like fucking air tricks like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And I'm like, okay, just calm down. Please calm down, bro. I just want to play the game. Just hit me with the fucking 50-50. Yeah,
I
we
think the
just
worst
move on.
contender for a combo starter here is legitimately his fucking 50-meter get in tool. And like, you
You
can't
can't
even
react.
react. You
You can't
can't
react
react
to
to it. This is like,
it because there's no dash block. There's no dash block in this game.
not only
So
is no
if
dash block, you even if you think it might come out, you might be too late. If you put up your
yeah,
armor, you might be too late. If you set into stance with armor, you might be too late because this move is so freaking fast. It's a split of a second or two, and you have no actual business to blocking this.
it is so bad that you legitimately have to read from full screen. You have to do from full screen the 22XU. You
Yeah,
have to use the full armor from full screen. That's how bad this move. You have
how
to
good, not
fly.
bad, how good. You need to guess
Yeah,
and predict it. It's like, what the flying fuck did they think about this? Any other
this
character
move
with
just
such a tool would
ends
be
everything.
shut down immediately, but this character deserves it by somebody? What the hell? And even
He
if
has
you
good damage. He has everything except defense. That's. But then, how do you get to him? How do you
you
put him
don't
in defense?
you'd never get to him because even with it, if you possibly read it right with his get in tool, right, like the stupid ultimate, even if you do somewhat by whatever reason misinput by accident your ultimate command attack, you're like ultimate tackle, right? You're like, oh, that was lucky, but we clash, and he's still better than you and still faster with his normals. That he even in a clash you won't do jack shit.
This character just wins. He's in the top three for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, he has the perfect tool against Vaseraga, and I hate it. I hate it. I like the character in general because he's a Shinobu and he's like delusional and stuff. It's really funny, but I hate it. God, do I hate this character?
I have played against this character. I feel like most Vas players, compare. I meant to say compared to most Vas players because I literally have a friend that plays him.
Oh God.
Uh, to a high level, we've played like a fucking 50 match set once.
Oh God.
Holy shit! It was relatively even, but that's because I know how the matchup works. And Voss is still like a fucking difficult character to actually like um play against when you don't really know the matchup. Like yeah, we've played 50 games, but you're still not gonna know the matchup when you
God.
play 50 games. It has to be more. It's just this character is just fucking crazy. And they tried to nerf this character,
Yeah.
except people have found ways to just completely negate the nerfs.
Yeah. This is so
So
bullshit. I'm
nothing
like,
happened, basically.
oh my God. This is one of the matchups where I actually have no clue if I should ever do anything and when to do it, right? Because he will definitely either keep you out and when he wants if he wants to get in, the tools that he has to get in are just so powerful. Ah,
He can just get out. He can pressure you and get out with the seals.
yeah,
He You can't even 2H him in the air because he's so fast and he can just redirect into another direction before
yeah,
your
yeah,
cam
yeah.
out comes out.
Even your command grip is the same. You whiff it
Yeah,
most of
yeah,
the time.
because the range is worse. So by the time he gets to you, the hitbox might already be active and you might still get hit.
Yeah,
That shit happens to me a lot. What I often do to try and sort of counter it is I just spam either JL or JM. I just start jumping and I just start just wailing on my stick like I'm a crack addict. And I'm like, okay, you want to play this game? We're gonna fucking play this game, buddy. We're going to play
Yeah,
this game,
JM,
bro.
JM, and JL are, I guess, are the best moves to deal with with seal stuff, but still, it's so risky because he's faster.
Yeah, and he can
Uh,
just stop doing it, and you're like, oh shit,
this is the
he
kind of
stopped
question that
doing it.
I had for myself. Would we actually need to have a character with air dash when we have Grimnir and who dashes all over the place? Like,
The thing is, Send-Off-On is so much worse. It
yeah,
is actually like 10 times worse compared to Grimnir.
yeah, yeah. Yes, he has big damage, and yes, he has actually really easy to learn links for players to learn to do. Grimnir is just better
And
designed for aerial combat.
he takes 20% more damage. Let's just let that sink.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Your fireball is in comparison to Grimnir, it does nothing. Like, what is his what is Sanderfond effectively supposed to do except only Dragon Punch and hope for the best that you get him, while Grimnir is swooping all over the screen.
This character needs a health nerf.
Yeah,
He still has 16k. He still has the same amount of damage as most of. He should be cut to at least 15k in my
I
opinion.
would go so
And
far as
even
say
then,
even 14 it is still enough. It's still enough for him to
and
do
even
a lot of
then,
stuff.
lowering health is not really like it's more of a like a band-aid. It's not like an actual fix because we've seen what Akuma does when he's unleashed.
Yeah, yeah.
Even with low health, characters will be busted. Still, I think he should get a health nerf and actual nerf that, just make the character a little bit worse. And not just, oh, we've tweaked his meter a little bit. Oh, wait, people have already found routes that just
No,
completely
but
negate it day
I don't
one.
want them to actually temper with his seals, because in the end that makes the character, right? Um, they don't even need to change the plus frames on block if he uses the seals in his dash in attack. What they need to change is definitely give the other players a bit more edge to react, especially because his tools are too powerful.
The lariat, the ultimate lariat, bro. Just make it slower, please.
Yeah,
Please,
make it
please.
reactable. This is one thing where I say it doesn't define the character, but
Against Voss, it does.
it against Vas, yeah, truly it does define him. But even if you call it out and you know what he will do to full screen, it is still one of the moves that is so ridiculously fast that even to B is outshined by that move alone.
He's the worst matchup of Voss, in my opinion.
And I do agree.
He is.
Now that we talk about it more in detail, yeah, I do agree. I see the point. I thought before I was a little bit different, but now I'm like seeing all the positive things about him and negative things. And the negative things that make this character one of the worst matchups, if not the worst matchups, I see them now. Even
I am
Loane,
locked in on this specific like tier. This is like the tier I am the most confident in, and order wise
I
as
do
well.
agree.
I feel like the losing tier is the tier I'm not gonna anytime soon.
Possibly switch Fairy with Loane because I feel like still Loane has more bullshit that he
I'll
doesn't need,
see.
you
I'll
know.
see in the future.
But right now, I feel like that this is the best tier so far where I'm not changing, wouldn't change anything because it works, and I would actually agree. I think the most debatable is the even tier is and the slight winning tier. I talked about it with about Seox, why I think that is a winning tier, like generally a win. I could also debate that Nia has enough sauce, but not enough to keep Vaseraga out. Everything else, as we talked about, pretty much, pretty much what I expect and what I have looked into personally. Some tweaking here, some tweaking there. Differences from the winning up to the even tier, but the slight losing is also the losing tier. I can definitely agree.
All right.
So yeah,
That was a long talk, bro. That was
that
three
was a
hours.
long talk, 3 long hour fucking talk. That this will be getting out as a podcast for some degree. Like I'll mark it as a podcast episode for sure. But yeah, it is important because I feel like this patch, as much as it looks like fun, I do this. I I don't like most of the matchups in general. When I see them, I'm like, okay, Anila, not a big deal. I can deal with it. You will, okay, I can deal with it. Vera, definitely, I can deal with it. I just need to look out for the command grab stuff like that. But on the lower tier list, like Beatrix, Belial, Lancelot, Percival, Cagliostro, Andre, Tupi, Vayne, Andre, one of these, very strange matchups you'll never encounter almost. Grimnir versus your Catalina, very low Wayne. I actually agree 100%. This is not a fun matchup experience for Vaseraga, and you will basically just ask questions when you see them in your screen, and you're like, "Oh my god, do I really need to play this character right now?" Ah,
Right. I agree. I will say though, this patch specifically has been very good. I've had more fun with Vasraga than any other patch, just because you can finally fucking punish the DPs.
oh yeah,
Oh my god. Oh my god. You can actually get your big actual damage in,
yeah,
guaranteed. And I'm like, I've labbed this route for something. Let's go.
yeah. I've lapped a few of the routes right now. I'm only confident in the one with the armor put up, like the armor starter.
All right.
You know which one I'm talking about, but I
Yeah,
get it
I
more consistently. That one is way easier than the other one. I'm not sure why, but um, getting it at least a few times in the training mode is still really cool. It's really fun, and I try to get it into my muscle memory. Once the situation happens, that it happens, and then I basically try to force this situation more often. Could be helpful against specifically Namaya or characters who have like really strange setups. I think
right.
Namaya is the one contender where I say this is definitely the startup move that most likely will catch them alive at least once or twice. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, Voss has so much sauce in his combos, in his corner combos. He actually is so cool.
So again, this is for those who actually just chipped in for the ending here. This was just supposed to be a talk about Vasaraga and why the Japanese contenders in Granblue Fantasy actually think that Vasaraga is bottom one. And I'm like, nope, he's not. He has sauce, and he is a threat in corner for almost the
Yeah,
entire cast.
in my opinion, Vostraga is like the ultimate gatekeeper of the high tier.
Yeah,
The
the
characters
ultimate.
above him, the characters above him, kind of shut him down. But
Exactly.
when you get these characters out of the picture, he is the ultimate gatekeeper for the tier.
Yeah,
If you can't deal with Voss, you are not getting into high tier.
exactly. Especially his armor. If you can't deal with his armor, you're not in high tier, in S tier or A tier in general, or A plus tier.
Yeah, that's why, in my opinion, he's like the bottom of maybe like the second highest tier on a tier list.
Yeah.
He is just that guy. He is just the guard. He will let you pass if you have more bullshit. But if you don't have ways to deal with his armor, you're not getting in the secrets like high tier club.
I agree. I agree. In general, I would say is still Vasarag a good character, not
Yeah,
amazing,
definitely.
but also very fun to play. And some of the matchups, strangely, that this is the strangest thing as we see here on the screen. He has the most strangest matchup chart in winnings, as also losings, as also even. And I'm like, I see the point, and I do agree or disagree. With talked about it, and I'm like, it doesn't matter because as soon as all characters end up in the corner and they do not have a get free card, like the teleport characters Beelzebub and Cagliostro, for example, or even Avatar Belial, if you cannot teleport out of it, you'll be in there and you will stay in the corner until I say something else.
Yep.
Except, and here is the point, the losing matchups that Vasaraga loses by default, they have the tools to basically say deny everything in the corner that Vasaraga does. Except I think Loane is the one contender that doesn't have the best tools to get out. But any other character here, Fairy, Catalina, Vesusia, and Grimnir, they have the tools to basically say no.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you like this video in the later parts, and I hope you like also the stream. If so, I'll be back on Wednesday. Keep in mind around 7 o'clock, typical time, and we will actually just I wanted to say I have a new controller. It is here. That's it.
Let's go.
It's a really nice one. I just need to get a little bit more adjusted to it. So yeah, on Wednesday I actually think we will do a little bit of lobby matches and survival mode, possibly a little bit of training mode, possibly. Um, yeah, we will start stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. We will be able to just play a little bit of the game, try test out the controller a little bit more. And anyways, guys, I hope to see you soon. I
It
hope
was fun.
it was a fun time for me talking about my character, talking about the tier list here is really interesting. Now we have two different points of views on some characters, but most of the time of a really good view on all the rest of the characters, and I'm looking forward to the reactions on YouTube and stuff. This video will go up tomorrow. I'll make it an emergency upload,
Let's go.
and yeah. Anyways,
Thank you for having me on here.
it was a fun
By the
time.
way,
Also, thank you for coming by and taking the time out of your schedule to make a little bit of this possible. Without you, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I need to say for the entire people on the stream, also for you, thank you that you helped me out so much with the stuff that you did. Last one on
it's
Monday, on Wednesday, Friday last week, where you gave me the Japanese tier list, and today your own tier list of matchup charts. Amazing. And also, big shout out to Nitronoir, one really nice guy. I can only commend people to talk with him and experience him for himself. And he's a nice guy. He actually is one of the guys that actually is always up for some matches and ask him questions if you have any questions.
thank you. I appreciate it.
So yeah, with that in mind, I will actually stop the stream for today. Again, we'll see us on Wednesday. We'll have a lot of time on Wednesday to do certain things. I actually think I will make myself a little bit of a to-do list for the Wednesday. And with that, I wish you good day, good night, good evening, guys. Whenever you watch the VOD video and whenever you watch the stream video, um, hope to see you soon. Don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is Heavy Elite streaming day. We will talk about Vaseraga. We will play Vaseraga. We'll do some matches. We will do ranks and stuff. In the end, I just want to make this game great again. And in the future, there's also group battles, and I already have my rule sets that I want to work on. My Discord got a little bit overworked, reworked. And tomorrow I will sit on my Discord working around on the character roles as also the battle roles and get in roles, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of stuff to look forward to. And in the end, I'll do it for you guys to have a home place to just get in. And I will also need to work on other stuff, but that comes later. Group battle is more important right now because I feel like I have watched one group battle and I'm like, how do you play a 25-man group battle with 25-man group battle just for the fun sake? That wasn't a good idea. I've watched it and I was like in shock that people do that. But hey, yeah, group battles will come, tournament will come, and with that in mind, see you again on Friends Day, and have a nice evening, guys. Enjoy the game. If you want to download it for free, it is downloadable for PlayStation 2, for PlayStation 5, as also Steam. You can play Gran, additionally to 3 rotational characters, and if I'm not wrong, you can also now play Season 1 released characters on other days specifically. I'm not sure, but I hope they make this change. And with that in mind, have a nice way. Have a
See
nice
ya.
weekend. See you all, and bye.